Abusiafo Sam makwa babio eba UTV so anope critical issues se fata se yetumi eka ho asem se de ba ye nia ye Ghana fo no ye beto ato adwen na adwen to ato anim no ye betimi enya akwankyere bia ye beboa no oma no ye ni nyina so yafa ho enya emfaso se dem kan mbedifo kuku da matena studio ha mbeboa yen ame ye de enkomo no etumi ahye so de wom bia no wetumi afa wo hwe mensani fa hanum se ya honorable Samo Ayepe former MP wa ayensu ya no abaton pesa no so na kono so na ye transport committee o ma shebedwo no wo mo chairperson no oda ekuna no a ifi 2009 and wa ye adwuma as ma shebedwo very very experienced politician ona be da asesa no kwa beke
ya nua ya that's
sa so na wo hwe me bonkum so ya bon say Dr. Abdul Jalilu Ateku ye senior lecturer political science department University of Ghana Legon otaba dwumede so nti wo mo na ye research ne ade a iPad nkomoboyi obeboa epa ewo honom politicians ha wo mo government institutions ne ade na doc anope mo akwaba
that's
ye da say doc shedin so mate se kaso akore ya o mo koku ni e wo fa sipre kope eh kafra de oto ano so ye ne human rights lawyer obia enim no Ghana ha case bia obia mpeso obeye opeso ogisika kra no ya ono kra de obehwe no age no aye no probo no nipa nuane nipa bailable case ye ba ya etitete Ghana ye wo mra da ho no ma ye say offense bia ni one ma ye ntumi ma wo bail ana ye beka say ye be deny wo bail no ye ra matipebu ene de asem no court ama court no Supreme Court de sa we no e beto just that still a discretion no e court no sema court be kunma aka say circumstances we say nti on ma bail na bibia etisa lawyer anope ye ma kwaba yeah that's it pa ye try say NDC vice chairperson of Water region so your former MP ra low e ba be kan ho na ye de nkomo no ahihye so mpedi for ye ma kwaba no pe
enua
ye hwe ye first electoral commission issues ye nim say electoral commission major institution abato bia be koso na abato ni be ye yi a ejina wo mo kese so you say IPAC meeting ya omoko ye beba galamsey ni so which is one of the main issue but almost say omonko because of electoral commission posture wo mo adanedi honorable na ofi ruling party mo amaba it appears say minim se mo na mo ne isi aye kanana o adwen NDC for no nti no NDC here press conference o mo table ni ema bi o mo gidi say de ka ho a ebebo ama the next election which is 2024 no ebetimi abo ba isi so on the other hand so ka so ma ya de 2020 election is one of the best elections I was here bo maba so and NDC say apology say o mo reform o mo isi ne ho including the chairperson of the electoral commission
yo medical echia weti fu anopai na babo abaso se wetumi atwe kuku damfo pa na ya be hia se eneme mene danka eyi bebi won se ya obobo tuntum je de se cancel so abo tuntum eyi da
na
me fi a be kosuhu me presiding member awa yensu ya no osan ya asemi member so wate ne ma me da fema osi ni na de se meko me anso me ma me kuma so da fema osuhu eno so meko sena be party for the binti o se etiwo hoi entewe a enyai kechiri soa nti ye be kwa akobua wo afi memfa wa free so na ado danko akufu ado na former education minister and the former speaker of parliament University of Education Uniba erebo ngabaso adwuma so nkran aware ye efa education para efa so na into aso school I free na sister station ba ko na meka ho asem se samere no ye wo school no na ye wo free senior high school ho akam dey say me ko be kura so to ase a me mate bi a me no wie school a no say ye bo school ana kroma ni nyina be hia wo school no ye boarding number 1 number 2 no asesa lies a ti wa curfew be kire wo no na say eyinum na nka ye promotion a wo be ko nganim ana eyinu no wo ko nganim mu ma ka mu ni line mu ye curfew ni ye bo hwehwe curfew a kire minimini pa bia na wodi manim wo bo wondin asa na wan abomidin anne wo akura na ase ni tin se won anya kwan anko senior high school we pass common entrance yamre no wo pass common entrance and you sebo kese pa make I say yamre so near 54 to 56 any question common entrance yemu 14 e pass 14 2 na etumi nya kwan reverend nti amwan no e prebi sofo panyin pa ono ko binkum senior high school samre no binkum secondary school na Michael Amwa e call St. Martin ono kwa na many to me call St. Martin is Otuase to St. Martin's about 4 kilometers. Nti not Afia no twakwa anko. Me nya Abetifi Senior High School. That one of the best science schools in this country. Mentumi anko. Mentumi anko me sit maintenance 3 times. Third one and na me go school. Nti ni nyina so me pass. Nti ye da won ase. Na university ne bo ngabaso. Etnamu Senior High School a ye de abaye free. Na we intro no kan bribi. E wo bobo president fubi ni ne Rebecca wana na kufu adon so. You able to make the Pokua interchange and the free senior high school. I can't remember. Senior high school, we bear 100, the mobile says 60. There's a form of expansion into the infrastructure, existing infrastructure. Near my school, yes, I don't need the account. You able on a basso. Electoral Commission, me Marco elections, Marco 4. 2008, Mikobi. 2012, Mikobi. 2016, Mikobi. And 2020 so me kobi nti ya kan se yenga wo dem has CAD si ya kan experience there me practically me na me obi na
Una wajina about what council the on papa
oh what one share wo book no nga observe but me my experience nti
maybe as an expert but na no mo kasa na damboche send comment so jai book mo political science no mo chi enya grounds mo political science
when him say me a automobile engineer by profession na me go school me wie no me first adwuma me nyan no me e kira de kakra after teaching me e me call metro mass transit me call as a workshop supervisor na pressure no basa na na usua wo book no mu no we refi then you bought into near wayside fitters no I don't do this put your car na say we far we shall I don't go under the car for safety precautions pressure to me basa na ye jump wires or battery the chief and no see any saro me so we dey moment say how you free kakra actually we go back to the normal thing
practical you know you different
we do field na different me na no lecture bi ma kwan a fast so me lose me constituency okay kan sam na me to na me sere I lost the election a day to the elections
day to the elections
I lost it a day I can't change out but na during the me lose elections edu baby kwa na me opponent no ye nhia no say you don't see them campaigning a one way campaign after one and me can chiro chiri my we I guess I'm fa with time ni nyina
ayo
enti wotu a na akoye statistics what so be observe a PCFM UTV mu ade amu ye nyina kire say ayensu ano dey IP asen ewu
oh yeah
very well so what happened over there but them na professor ne kasa no okofa na ema bia enya no kura that na aka de cheni ato aba ne sa de na nsi nti no atemi bia na esi wa grounds no a different from the Asian book na Electoral Commission efi Dr. Aferijan oduru no mapelnum won e beba na ade nyina chi ni nyina no yeto ababia wi ya reforms yeto se woto abawie ne wan ya reforms you will not be able to be say ube update ube to me are current to the situation because yeto we da bia ya sesa kwa ya fa to aba e bibi na ye yusu tom print and the card no anya na the vote to tom print card na kasa do koto aba no what tom print na was meanwhile the polling center no there was no machine I detect say that tom print here wo hoyi yen scan hwe say e wo tom print ana na na the to aba na box na ye to aba wo mu no e yo pick and they transparent nti paper na dem kura wu me kai pass 1992 ye to aba no ye to wo to ase primary school ya san line no wa bonten and na box no esi school dan nim enti wo je wo paper na wa kodan nim wo nkwa na wa ko vote ye gusu to aba se da fo ne bo po amokas be 3 na ye nyina yam na so da fo no ko dan nim hey what inspection one inspect za pa so da fo no ko mumra and ye buy ye to aba na MPP nya 20 not knowing say what can say hey na ye gwan no so jafo no ko no akoyi ballot box no e de foforo akosi wako so jafo ba no be gina presiding officer na electoral commission we gwan ko MPP satan kwa ni agent tena box no satan na san hye ne mba obi agwan ti ye nyina gwan won edi lam obi akọ afedi ati se president say momra no wako momra ye nyina edi mirika ye kwai yeah, for some years and seen who say, so for na buy no, we be changing box no, and we go. Because yes, support me about 20 years na ekitwa so. Nti ya to ababi a reforms. Nti electoral commission ato abawi. European Union ababonten abeka say abato emu da ho. Eye fan. Eye fan na nkyere say bribia 100%. Untumi nto abanya bribia 100% da. Yet here kasa ye kan. Ye wie na analysis e by analyzing some ye kan nyina also remember was 70%. When 100% paper na fa bibi atochewo. Nti ya to abawi a electoral commission na mo nche wo betu nyina bawie no bribi betochewo. Bribi anya 100% da. Enu nti na hu nya se be reforms. Enti ya to abai electoral commission onya na pepepe. But European Union na ba potaya ba kesi eye so far so good, free and fair. Kodio aye organization bi a wo Ghana ha wu. But yenga ya to aba ne de. Polling stations ni ubakọ na kodiofo e wo ho. Na onim mo na so report na kodiofo no one center wa nya radio sire no wa pick o. Omo pick ni nyina ye lekọ collecting sera be kwa na kodio ni no ho. No wa ye ansana mo electoral commission be declare results no na kodio ti atam bi a yan party for no see quality yan results. Ye tu ye ni afeko chale bla bla wo nyan. No wa hwe ni a onu nyan no na I inform but wo hia obi onu me kan kira wo da so ye twen electoral commission but say won ni ye free no kan kira abun say it's concise with yours and 275 police stations constituencies baby akodio for one song about
are you saying say because omunyina ka because mpese ye clear that fair is you know and these issues omo raises electoral commission and can reform ne ho no eni nyina so ana because omo say electoral commission
and my background be say na be bebu habetemas kodio si about ntabekese oh abana ye to ne ne ye wo baby a free and fair though not 100% so far so good. MPP, of course, since year when you have about Tabagasi, BBI pepe, and this was the one theatre, near maybe Uncle. Young Constitution used to try and say, you have to obey now with BBI, court, Supreme Court, and NDC for do a demonstration, or more year BB many people should one at the end of the day, with see Ghana for, and I will call Supreme Court. Supreme Court also what do honor. Pink sheets and the collation sheets ever here. What's the end of February? Be a man, electoral commission for resource. What the two gone? A one young apple, then no. It move from a mini major at that come. Now, you miss a question. Supreme Court to see. More February Bimra, my minute in the resource I bet to go. More the baby banner say contradicting my meno and electoral commission do other two gone. I didn't have a general come. Not per more presentation and with the brain no more general say questions. What's it, Debbie? Na MPP fun si yesi ni anso ni electoral commission di tu gwa no enu ya ya pleso nti enu so nya adwuma na Supreme Court say sa dia NDC say ni electoral commission fo adi tu gwa na ho e no ma hoden wo MPP fun say enso no wo so mo pleso ene sa dia ni electoral commission na kan ya fa tu gwa na obi akọ ne baabi ene MPP wini ni electoral commission so ya wie imumu no se abatu biara no ye hu niam bia entwa yie I said then Yansun sounds so bonny Cassibia or about resource. No, so who be here say, yes, sacred medias will be better. It's a moment and entrance.
I know almost your monk corner. Those are the
issues no more reasoning in our meaning. The Papa found 1.
Introduction to 2 months. The messenger by no one. The only question now my lectures and question lecture.
18 me cook on what, but so about the cancer. But what's the woman? Na wa man ya ntrance na say issues ya raise or press conference no wa fa betu manim na ye nyina ya ngbobo hu MPP fu anka wande NDC fu anka wande CPP fu anka wande PNC fu anka wande ni ya ngbobo hu na ye nyina ya nkọ onim say reforms electoral commission dia ba nyina emu 80% if MPP am na the opposition.
They are almost proposes a
No. Reform previous. Now you have untransparent ballot paper. Tom print ni ade nyina. Ayamra yet to abawi ayantie ho ase. Ebi kura ye kirawo ye fancy den. Stolen verdict. Ebi so ye court. Sa no man nyina yam proposals. And I this reforms.
I say na was some die.
One so say want to biribi ase. Come and sit down. Let us have your proposal to bring in reforms.
Okay. Okay, honorable for announce your doc. The issue and this is what you almost call a friend saying iPad no. It's any fair. Omo patches omo drew even say no get akosre kra asem. They feel like you treat you almost a lawyer for a hostile witness. But there's no reason why also omoko. Inti easy no ankasa. And sure no I said the yesu kan no yin ani asimpi ansa where you mom dey. So person reform me on reform me ho. Kwan of fast we adwuma say otu nani esi NDC so the NDC be can be anywhere. According to every free and when video remember some of them say almost started 2020 election almost started some call IPAG. Not even one proposal and NDC dey about easy agiatu. Nti se say reforms here easy person me or better than I NDC so onko.
If you me that say me the chair so bema UTV
yeah that's so
Afia 4 and ebia say be obi on but otie maybe before that let me say me nka bibi kakra about me honorable eka about research first theory and practice about research and we say research no it's not like just like say bia oh near o book mu na e kire near e wo field no and one e chu no book mu na ye di kire ade so what you say election research and the constituency in particular before the election maybe go 2 times name senior colleague so on the way na be or kire say be oh a night before no we say ukomu a you find out say a number of issues happen answer na
night before say they no
night before no to be a factor so what you say into ukom and any constituency nkwa other constituencies bebre ukwa we say be or be from primaries ni I want be a ba ya unresolved issues no ni nyina wono to one wonim say from that you know we say be in some of the places we say oh e be no preach skirt and blouse ni those things and happen just a night before they have been there issues have been there until say unresolved here and no other factors so now maybe around the election or maybe the day before the election no ni nyina no be ka ho a ebe so a number of factors
normally no for instance the consensus mu hu so obe lose one the time amoko ye
at time ye ko ho no there were problems make to make say there were problems ono what we no say there were problems so ntino eno be normally we say politicians eba I say election say 51% and now be winning eventually we are now
it's true and political science
yes so
projections
so mostly no but a very good now can say enukre say omo because contesting elections with primary school no contest school will lose kura enye easy so we be contest election no be winning a contest a winning say wa win be 4 times or the 5th time experience na we nipa no e wo no but the point is say wo ho na say bia wo conduct election na there are a number of things be I say who check one be you may not there are other people no with be a second you know be who say be oh these are some of the issues but some of the fact you know be to be show clear say these are clear signals say be a bit me affect but someone to me resolve eventually to affect you
okay,
in the
elections. Before Obaba IPAG issue na NDC so on mu for instance Okoboy mo ho Esibe Yebo mo ho
I study no it indicated bebre etimi project said this you know very likely say be this particular be lose here even before then even within the I think the ruling party okay there was a price study actually said some of the MPs that you be lose you on primaries eventually obi ono kura attack you could eventually one will lose primaries so because we go to the field we talk to people
they are more chire o book no nko and na the all ground so kwa enye
yeah ko fa no every ground
say so make that a opportunity but just a quick one am here when we say make kind electoral commission we say enye 100% factors be o ha we be say these are issues but it don't affect the final results but e hu be hia say ye be providing no you know so na at the constituency we say issues be o but side issues we be come no na enya insunsan so e wo final elections no so into me being
but also
practical
say ni nyina kabom ebi are you only saw it a day before
the
last straw
ebi awonu hu ye but o si ni nyina kabom
the last straw that broke the camel's back
but one unsasa wo ka ntima na say Afia na obi oh uche sti an say but the point in say who we near those issues will be there we won't say they are not all that significant to affect your win but let's research Arbeka to say hey these issues but we are contest election with your practical experience we will say oh yes these issues are there but it will not affect
well maybe it will not affect her and to say
but
that
it will affect the last straw oh say we di bone I mean say there are 3 issues among fufu but we feel say you are this year so they will vote for you now after the last night na fourth one Abeka so the last straw it there am I na say cry
and obi discuss begumo or contest na afi and issues na nka affect no now they've all been highlighted because of sikano nti dog about NDC nko IPAG ye better na etumi aye reforms na ye person NDC wo case na because the LVC can see a issue say not even one proposal no dey akwa isi we ajatum.
All right, if you me that say I reforms broadly maybe I say there are 2 schools of thought about say schools of thought me hu nia
and you dey can theories
say ebi believe say yaka reforms are there should be a wholesale replacement of existing first electoral process so ebi so sometimes it could also be even it could affect the formula for maybe seats now or parliament and other things. Ebi so believe said no, maybe there could be some minor and major changes. So when you improve the system no. Now we share about election now, maybe in the 4th Republic no. Reforms will be by. Na you know, and saying like the total overhaul of at every moment in time no, maybe after election issues now ebebano na stakeholders, it could be from political parties near the issues. Na electoral commission entrance na hu kwan abefaswa edwe and from 1992 we share a year and honorable Eka say they have contributed a lot. I mean the MPP for most of the reforms now having because from 92 batch election now election no boycott parliamentary election after presidential. Well, at that time, even the EC now it was INEC. Now mo say oh INEC say at the end interim just ni to me I bet me agina so the so yeah body I bet me agina so by 93 in Parliament Act pass Act 451 to establish first in line with the Constitution. To share INEC no and even at the time we 92 now you ensure that ni voters register na register use 89 90 non-partisan district assembly election no and one I use here and there were some few registration of Nkrofo Adru 18 at the time I say was school in a register account. And most of those agina no almost saying the yensesa register no. So want to share from 1996 ebanyana na reforms no na changes no be a duru I say ballot box na use no translucent and opaque yensesa no e be yenye so idea ehia and we share 92 to 96 na MPP any in omuni abemu no omo
opposition
no kran affect omo we share 96 seats na omo enya ye nka omo 92 parliament no you contribute wo na wa contribute to build the system maybe or to make your position head to influence different decisions ni policies na ebe course no but say wo outside na sometime no na never be how person assessor but na you make your decision so to this particular point about the NDC ni a year yes raise a number of issues so and I do not think say electoral commission and our stakeholders they should just discount
the NDC
they have raised issues and you say you Supreme Court but the point is that a court system no make be adversarial in a way so because okwa it's like ubedi bim and also ubedi for so ebi oho wo nemo bi oho a ebi wa argue eyi but eventually never be na court na amfa ma but say ye ba that IPAC platform no a point bi a and also platform bi a say ye build consensus about certain things irrespective of near ebi Supreme Court aka say ABNC you have to look into the issues na ehu nia ye de kɔ enimu a ɛbɛboa ye so ehu ebia dodo na obi because for ebia nka mamigian mensa adukwe mensa nka wonya opportunity nka o appear ojina ya enama bi wo ho nka ebe expose ya ɛbɛboa ye ba ya nya sa opportunity no so once ya nya that opportunity to listen to ebia nia NDC for ewo this is also the point say almost be raise some of the issues. So,
but this is a case almost so among court because of the issues they have with them.
So that is where I'm saying that a group of people, even MPP now, at a certain point in time, they were not in parliament at all.
Okay.
Eventually, and we have seen the contributions now, Omameki. They say, NDC say, and I think it is a temporary boycott. I think Elvis. Okay. See, I find saying.
Elvis,
permanent. So it means that there is room for, if I'm saying, dialoguing or and I say building from somewhere. And this is where I think that other key stakeholders, say Peace Council, they have to reach out to the NDC and then the Electoral Commission. And the Electoral Commission, because already before the elections, you look at, and it is not only this commission, it has been there. So the particular opposition party, any EC ushe omo nkutahudie na mostly na sometime make say be acrimonious na say bibisa particularly say ba say be this nipa this particular EC ebia dodo na be the chairman na two deputies no ebia this particular president na appoint to omo to ni party to hutimi hu say at that time no we hu say they may not see problems with what the EC is doing. And it happened in 92. Tama MP before boycott here no raise issues in the stolen verdict for the NDC at the time almost everything was okay. And they cited Commonwealth election observation team report say almost everything was okay. And exactly the same thing now. Honorable Ekawaha. Nothing has changed. It's the same thing. So what you say? So
this is a classic repetition of 92.
It's the same thing. Yeah, we share all the cycle.
But in 92, yes. No MPP for Afia say Afia and
no, it was no, that one was INEC. INEC. I think Justice Josiah Boatin, I think was the chair, and I think Farijan was the deputy to INEC. So
did they complain about INEC?
They complain about INEC. And then the use of the state security to threaten voters in
okay.
So what you see, but with all those problems, now if I say NDC for the NDC at the time, I'm feel say because election common of election observers say bibia so the election there was well organized and
that was
credibility 92 they were okay, but the MPP was not okay. So they into and then so say MPP will come a year, 2020 elections, European Union, that's why I say generally, I would say everything is okay. NDC also has problems. So the issue is that in NDC, we cannot just discount the idea was taking on board, particularly the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission should also have a way of engaging with the political parties. Certain posture, I don't think say a boy, if I say. Election to say issues now NDC reason for now no NDC my boycott and I think it is not a permanent thing. I think okay. So it means there is that room. Anti was say other relevant stakeholders, Peace Council Maker, should come in and then
bring
maybe behind the scenes
to the table.
Get and then the electoral because NDC has already raised a number of issues. They should engage with the Electoral Commission. Already we say
they have no business engaging right now because almost say
yes, exactly. So that is why I say be a Peace Council and other stakeholders. And so they were able to pick some of these issues, engage.
Election, yeah, was a election. Into the other casa, we won't listen. And now they say when Cromani Crobo do so much time no cancer. They were canning in as a same. Yeah, the age you may so I went here fat. So it's like I NDC and TM fat. But we have an election to run, and most importantly, we have a nation to run. A BBG King. Ghana is done. Into your bed and resolve issue and bring NDC back.
Yeah, so I would say East in Ankasana before the elections, no, so much advisory body be. Also, we in penny for Kuku Dam, Emil Short, the former chief officer Atu Dazi, though he was from the NDC store, but generally Chief Imam, Pama Bako, Penyufo. So I think that the advisory body should step in. The advisory body should step in. Now, omonye dialogue kakra, because NDC niho is niho. I mean, let's be very clear. NDC niho is niho. So let's not make a mistake. Inti say omunyina no bia hu hia. Okay, just like the way if the government is not in there, the people will be leaderless. Okay, so to the extent that the NDC is a very critical stakeholder, no, I mean, make us a critical crowd. That's understating it, because at least going by the last election, 47% of the population say NDC, at least omutuma NDC. Into obisa no, mo ye it's not just about me TVB to say original not date near 13th or 14th of April, but Eid ninty and almost shifty any. So long and short, no man opinion for no share. Okay, and now doctor the honorable I can say or say party by opposition are not only easy into. So let's also make that point clear. This is not the first time to me. I say I say opposition raising issues with ECR. If he say sa netino na imagine say well me emfa say ye youth now kasa ho and it's good for the society because it don't say make I said those days now MPP ni aferejans no mu twitwa so it's the same thing. So let the advisory body. Do you think the
NDC so is being overly too difficult on James and commissioners now canana when they sometimes almost personalizing say we Jane and do means and no more bonini but it's a whole commission are they being too difficult? And as electoral commission also said earlier my example almost overly too aggressive and antagonistic against NDC.
It's difficult to judge, Mom. It's difficult because okay, comment me to say the first salvo that was thrown between I said Dunketia and Madame Jebes. I said I said Dunketia.
Yes, I know that was an issue at the press conference.
So my serious, I mean, I'm like, hey, and then you said, Doctor, was my serious okay me to say NDC is an existential threat to the. I mean, Tia no the enche Ebeya on train sign. I mean, he's a young man. Listen, you can be professor. You say something like, no matter what it is, when people are older than you, sure, as you grow, then you respect age. When you are younger, you can see age also by his brains. Yes, you can be professor. But be out knowing you see so this one you're talking be that. So you can't look at them and just say they are an existential threat. They be and they enjoy. So ask them there or say or sign or your brand here. He's a young man. He can be a professor in political science, please. And I also honorable catcher. There's book law, there's also practice. Yeah. You say election year, you can't say honorable here, another honorable. And it's a lot of ways and means. So, chrono away elections. So, we need okay.
Last week there was this NDC MP, Dr. Dufonia Berman, a front place. No, I say even constituency election crown. Researchers say it will cost you about 400,000 Ghana cedis. 4 billion constituency election. T-shirts back for every 1,000 people, 13,000. The constituency 18,000 people now. 13,000 times 8 is a lot of money. Yeah. And about Caribbean, Nippon, Nyansan Kwan or be picked from the ground. Ubesia book you probably
exactly. And then home mafia. Yeah, you see, I cast the word mafia. Yeah, na man for sure Italy. The mafia, Juma or Ghana. Home mafia. No. So, I mean, to sum it up, the advisory body should look at how to help reconcile the EC and the NDC.
Honorable Joe, issue pan is we'll come back to a friend say IPA Ghana. And what will it take? Said about NDC best saying banana can't elections once.
Okay, vividly me file or coin is actually more share any tea for.
Das anyway we're raging for
any voter region.
I know my coaching for we also more year meetings. And I'm saying now we'll be a meeting to me coaching.
And I said the no more any.
The omo do or no be any obi and die.
But at the close of the day, no say investigation cost. we can give the
police. I think yeah, above na dibim say a little homophobic
but
so omo ye mrantie na omo te no omo ye omo meeting no obi ankoda ye say e ma ne ma da mema ne mema da
obi no obi share say opeso wotu abangu na wodi de hu nkomo a
but ho no omo ko ho no preliminary material omo ko fa ho no kra bi eni wa
ye investigation e hu say
ye titi ho na
tumi o kita na
kitchen knife ni amabu also ye see omo ye ku so it's not
you have a point.
Yeah,
you have a point.
So
you have a point.
That's the point. But Vim lady, unim. You see, NDC have always been part of IPA. Since '92, we have we've been part of the process. The SSA, committees, FUFA draining. Now, who person can electoral reforms during regimes also NDC didn't be. Because we share major reforms about elections in NDC abresuna ayejitu nepaniba. The posturing has always been fair. We have respected the EC, where we have to respect. We've Sika may here provided as a government when NDC is in government. You know, the air code. I say obi who say na bibi na to see. One,
council
me their friend Olemu.
Who very say? Olenu. I'm pampa on do this Olenu. Justice Olenu.
I mean, the posturing in the last election, any baby I ever do see. Say who na who say what done a ebro. Who come kukum territory I go meeting now. How do you come back safe? And you know that is all the posturing that the NDC says. Say posturing now see sir. Yes, we are comfortable say kotra baby. What ye first press conference adjustments are quite. Omo me wum pono. She say she doesn't seem like say a issue, man. And then Obeka say security is not part of the EC's arrangement. Then did we go or did we come? That's number one. Number two, well, a country here, we play ostrich and we are hypocrites. Sure. Only no can electoral advisory commission is any amenina. But mami bisa constitution na mrapon na ye govern ye nyina no. ECA su shame obi. What was the intention of the framers of the constitution as to the role of the EC? Anything I hear we're worried when Supreme Court says that they cannot interfere with administrative processes of the EC. Indeed, China be EC or
ye be best say Ghana
Supreme Court you almost we cannot. Meanwhile, you can even strike out a legislation of parliament. And you know, some 2 minutes, na mun person use it 2 minutes to advance the processes. And that would be so for me, I think that the issue is not simply say Jane Mensana or but Jane Mensana say IPAC ne wo hono. How does she see the IPAC? IPAC na nya bibi keke na obi kofa ba yo. Political parties ni easier for ejan mu mribu na mo tena ase e na mo jun say na nsem ni etie no periodically na say ye share dey fa adwin say o dey kuko no ye nya ni say ana. Intino for me for the attitude that Ebeka say yeah there Jubanti dey obeka bia yentie, then there is no need for any political party to even be engaged. And can you see the uncle share kukwem na omu ye de omu pe no mu bra nti omu bana President Akufo-Addo na anya 10% na John Mahama anya 700% kra omu ba beka say o Akufo-Addo na win na gia tum na eko. That is the posturing they are bringing around, and it doesn't go well for this country. Look, Madam Jane Mensah, any Bosman Asari, me and Madam Fodin, sir, all these people, they should realize. Say, me no papa can be. My father told me long ago, say, the day Rebecca say, you are a political or appointee, and I say we are public servants. Now, work or retirement. Into Yama letter, now we feel office or the following day, watchman Krembu. The watchman of the organization of which you are. Look, I'll give you one funny example. Professor Bene. Professor Bene. Unza university on by some Abia. Runabout. But when said the day they were commissioning the runabout, now the driver fire but no needs her pass. Oh mama now. They refused to let him pass.
No one can say any runabout after him.
Thank you. So that is how the world is. Since you feel say ne. Omuna we are commissioners into Ombeya de Ombepa. A bedu baby no, they will be at the receiving end. Inti omunhwe ye pa omunya hwe ye. They should serve the country in capacity. Once Afia na koy once obi body. Your body din kra na e bona bas.
But previously, student got more boni.
Yes, but you see, at all material times, but I'll go back to the history. At all material times, Afia made sure, say he arrived at a decision where all political parties were comfortable.
Okay.
At all material times, Afia made sure, say when after meeting the parties, a decision comes out. Time.
Yeah.
He made it so nice, say nobody kicked against going to time. Because he had consulted, because he's using the law, because in the post-train he said, okay, say na ekono, for problems bra, also for the bra, okay, my shame, me feel self, say na eko.
How do you propose, say, this current EC way and solve it? Also in the posture, unyaya. Then I was say EC, said about NDC more comfortable no matter.
Because the EC itself, on position, say me a neutral arbiter.
Okay.
Now, me dear mrampona se me nya no enu na ye na obi anti ase even when that is done wrong wa ekutia okra no sometimes you are comforted say a man no say na etie e na omudi so say because some of the things right discretional wow discretional share time na omudi timetable by FTTT say omeye elections ni registration ni ama ekutia almost it's impossible if we don't do it today it cannot be done. Among twins and Kakrani discuss further. Come see Debbie once they miss this time they can do it. COVID by idea. Miss here. So at the close of the day, sometimes the stance give us the impression say, Sanko for my dream. Say NDC here. What's I mean dead.
Okay.
And for that they should go back, take a step back as commissioners and as a commission. And now the front liners, Jen Mensa, Boss Manasari, and those who speak for the EC, they should check their body language. They should check their diction. They should check the words that they use, because words are power. Now, one kasa ama people get the impression say I'm coming to the table to dialogue for fairness. We'll get until the NDC feels say EC is now prepared to listen to us. We are not saying that everything we say no. No, that's not what we are saying. But say one for the there should be a way of saying that unim mudi ba idea say but we share mrana ebia na akọ e how bia dey akọ ba into there. How do we do it together at political parties we will arrive at a common goal.
Okay. And they say the major problem with the change posture.
If they don't give us the impression that
it is someone changing posture and there is someone come back to EC.
Well, it's not about going back to EC. We will not participate in their IPAC and then
now reforms they are better here for 2024.
Thank you. You see where we sit as NDC and that's where we stand as Maminchel. Very simple. Wow. EC, we gave EC the respect. I can't say participate. Who can say 2020? Yeah. It was because we a man on benefit of doubt. Say almost fine. Let's hope say they will go by the oath of office. But it is clear for us from 2020 say they didn't intend to ever live up to their oath of office. Until we are no longer going to give them benefit of doubt. If we don't get to see say the SSA ban and the SSA ECSSA 1 year, we will not engage them. We will do the things that we also want to do, and it will lead
to chaos.
Yes. But if that is what they are asking for, why don't you give it to them? And America said, Jane Mensa should realize, the day after she leaves office, she remains just a citizen of this country. And you see, all over the world.
But are you saying, Afia Konyanso should not be safe in
I see all over the world. And then, Madam Fonugra, America for President
Donald Trump.
Who's our catching on any party for class investigation? They ignore him because he wants to protect himself. But now, can he protect himself? And in a so, as for me, and in our some of them are now only in the kind. But when I saw even Jane Mensa is on Unibia, they are young people by certain standards.
Okay.
Me or more, I will sit and do an introspection and leave to the work that I'm supposed to do. And the best Supreme Court, they are the arbiters in all electoral disputes. You see, They are the arbiters in all the electoral disputes. So, like it's done in other jurisdictions, we plead with them to take the bull by the horns, per the authority the Constitution gives them. And where it is wrong, they should direct properly.
Okay. Okay. Mama, me phone so na me ko honorable na o ka asem these issues NDC raise. Muna mo ne omo the key people at IPAC. In Kofupo argument say some of the smaller parties go and go share that they just add to the numbers because bebre need seat e wo parliament. Tutu say omo kra gaga bebre kra dey negotiating power. I say omo bompa say ban say in the event of a second round omo dey aba, but they are not in the strict sense of a political party but issues are only NDC for raising, which the dog can say from 92 more candidates almost the same thing. Unyi say was some more MPP for more extended hand to NDC na mutie the omo kano instead oh election here free and fair here winning mon kope we na
so can say na quite to say MPP na easy
no but no can even influence NDC coming back because NDC for what you say because man am a beneficiary of the polluter system niti no matiada
me no Judge Lo me no parliament madam for pa we say na be ka kire nti George edren
you say munyamu outside parliament
outside
obi kwa say the message say nya no pay nim say we lose seat or say on tiase obi wo ayi
say me kan na be kan researchers no and me seat ni dey say well we dey you say some of the issues of one say George honorable Judge Lo can sing you o see in all or at all material time dia no Dr. Ferijan make sure say this thing go be jatu bia no na afanu ni nyina apnes
okay
so we study Dr. Ferijan administration no can no kware
no kra
but the point in is say emra Dr. Ferijan in the situation say one party the major two political parties MPP NDC back agina stand bi say me de ni ameka no enu ya na meka emra banu nyina fa proposal bra tali dia wo kan yen tenase yen jojo okay dia we kan no won ti ase we convince other person to accept
agree, okay
now or accept in most cases no government in power na ya or accept because me can pass emra na ye transparent ballot box no na NDC I change no we are there because scan you I acquire ballot boxes for but when the sat omo tenase omo chat you adwene no NDC a soften the stand
okay
and reforms
in NDC na power okay
reforms in bebre be na e opposition
okay
na government in power no onim say one soften the stand na basabasa ba wa ba mu no we lose inti o soften the stand na you meet it halfway and then Aferijan it will succeed in implementation of the things now in your case brami enter so say member
o se waka posting o se o mba because they say ebro o kon kokko mu ati e be cheware
tio ensem ni bia oka no e bi e te say na cancel e kan about Dr.
Aferijan
no Bossman sorry asimo kementi e ba sa no kan ya e papa say obeba na obe withdraw na se ye yina e wa hai na ye cancel bi na bia me make pronouncement bi na cancel srew na so oh aden na wo srew I don't see no there's so issue say enunti me so da fiare mako
there be depending on the mood body language enya sere keke body language need your course for them one
very well
when you see a kasa na 90% body language it is a what nipa no why na bibie no we be see in isolation
enti many American say let us
there be in any case honorable obi sere wo bi tiase why should that be an issue senye say bibi wo hono a asem bi she tiri
enti na make say enti na so obi sere no obi suka say oh na da na wo sere why no so be issue
there be na da na wo say obi sere e kra ye issue e wo meet ansem obi kokko
enti na obi sere wo no so no obi e kan say enti na wo sere wa say the panel respond no so tun be issue enti ye nko iPad enti no eno travel issues bi e betu abrasion on but near cancel a kind of them for say sanity there Dr. Bossman embra me pacho na yanko anim but until say and this better one ase akase okay ne akoni nyina for the betterment of Ghana yanko trans ne yankasa yanko trans wie na this the proposal to go now we are your party our former government I was say we soften we stand now you come together for allow EC to take a decision na ebe bua ye nyina no say anu ama then yen nyina betuma na I criticize EC and then the government in power or the party that has formed government. But say wo gina ho na yen ya bi amra yen MPP ya bi. Hwe ha council me nua bi ase ye call parliament 92 and ye winning 96 elections. Aduma 96 is it 96 or 76 MPs. And near what parliament is from 96 to 2000. Yeah, they win power. The debates. Certain talking points, you will be near the talking point when see that convince some young guys like us. And maybe back his situation, you know. Sankiyenya has strength, you know. Sankiyenya, yes, I can 92, na 93, yes, chance, yeah, and can 96, you win elections. Okay. It's my boycott, and then
okay. But
in all situations, Parliament, when NDC was in Parliament, my first 2 terms, na me party opposition. Yet me boycott no yebegina ya caucus meeting. Ni akwanda mo boycott no. Because we feel one ke betumi akabibi a debate issue no. Emma NDC will have their way. But we have our say. Anka say na yebeka wadam ho no. Press no be fa kwa abonten. Emma abonten fu na hu say ne ye no is the right thing.
But now my work
out.
Okay. So on hindsight so and no nye at the papa.
And tell them all the time.
Okay.
When him say bepe national health insurance. And this book am say na say na mo soro koi. But this foot na fie ho. And ye debate national health insurance. And ye kase ye nkra aba na ye nto. You abstain.
Okay, but you sit there.
You debate here, you see debate we answer ya to ada. Into what can ye ntia won fua so no. Be debating fiko ope kura wo tutia ne ya ope me head count and a secret balloting ne ya hu say me side no say ne to we nti ade bia be ye bia no eno so e wo say end decision no so no say ye kekama efuru no ne ye kama dampan ne ye nenne nyina no we are climbing a step to 2024
yeah
afi okuma beto ye ma oba betena iPark no na smaller parties no with the government in power no are taking decision be a reversible fair wupo
binding on you
it binds you in 2024
okay it honorable back to honorable law who agree the all kind of say but because dog can earlier say oh boycott temporary mo besan ko
oh we haven't said say we will never work with the EC
okay
there can he say until we see say ebenya fair hearing IPAC. No, there's no business going there.
Okay, but until when you pay so case, at least you can call and make your point.
You see, I mean, there are so many things I discuss. Oh, and he knows that what he's saying is only true in one vein.
Okay, so many things are now. When him say when you're my partner in crime, you know what chilling.
Now, when him say I because
I know what you
it is only true in a certain vein, in one vein. But the other one also, no, we need to protest. And let everybody.
But somebody may protest with that sense of IPAC.
You see, who follow IPAC, who can say, there were times when our representative had to even walk out of IPAC meeting. So it comes to the same thing. What do you say? But they are all kind of. We are saying that, look, we are not prepared to debate, particularly a review of 2020 elections. We are not prepared to debate you because from your posturing, and it is the problems that have come. Who call your declaration now and your declaration? Well, then you come and say, let's review it. When we know, say, wow.
Do you accept Doc's suggestion as a peace council brem now mo hwe se mbetimi ama omo ne easy akasa na soften is na mo asoma ko ba
obia wo ni role constitution and illegal ni mandating is on play. So peace council feel say or no on their own right and might mbetimi ayehu bibia fine, nobody will stop them.
Okay.
But the problem I go again extends to their past conduct. It is some of the reasons ama Microphone skeptical say Ebaniden na say di upesa okasa.
Okay.
You understand? But I'm saying
so the way amone James and leadership na kasa dealing from day one. Also, honorable council can once be said from day one. As a my very antagonistic, perhaps because of said Charlotte say a free easy. And it said James a buy anything. As a more NDC be any one mamma or yeah, bear of it.
Wow. Okay, Bibi say at all material times, the government in power and anchor, as I say,
or make you
or
way.
show the way. When you say James, there are petitions against her. That has not, the president has refused to forward for investigation.
Oh, petitions?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we get the impression, sir.
Who knew the content of those petitions?
Oh, so yes.
They are vexatious and I say,
yeah, vexatious. Some of them, we helped in drafting it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so we know.
Some of the petitions,
there are substances in there. But the point is this. The point is this. The point is this. President, the process already Charlotte. Let that process take place. Like I say, or let's have a report that says we've looked at it. It's vexatious.
Oh, so you want to remove James?
Of course.
Oh, so
we do not have. I'm saying that.
For what?
I am saying that in that petition, people have stated
that's
why
what?
they think that she's not up to.
Why? Because Charlotte said the woman internal auditing issues.
Even that one is also an issue, because as to whether by law she should be
reinstated.
No, by law she should be removed because of those things. No. It's also there.
So I'm saying president established.
We are saying that we don't agree with the president.
But you can't.
But you agree at the end of the day, the president takes the final decision.
No, but we understand so ana carelessness in discretion.
Okay.
Because we want your the law says that, and there's a lawyer here, that even where you are using your discretion, it should be based on something people can appreciate. You can't just get up after drinking tea, say, "Mommy crimes, scare, uncle."
No, that's what happened.
Wait. I am saying that
in the Charlotte Osei case too, the petition was filed by lawyers.
Please, I am saying that whatever it is, when a petition is submitted to a president, there are roadmaps to follow. Let's see the president following the roadmap. Now you won't say
based on Momo petition.
Yes, if the petition is frivolous, no. The group.
But they're the woman.
I will not be here. We've submitted it to the president. Let him.
President.
Oh, it has been submitted.
But
I will have to ask the promoters of the president.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
But I'm saying that
that's what I'm interested
under
in
all circumstances, whatever is happening, why is it that Obia for me now we have president and there are so many issues of conflict of interest, relationship issues,
conflict of interest.
Of course, so many things.
Relationships are also related president.
Yes, so many things.
Okay.
We are saying that at least it would have been prudent for all of us to see some action was taken and a decision had been made. Okay. We may not agree with the decision.
Okay, but at least.
Yes, but to the extent nothing seems to be done. Then we take the posture and say, look, these two groups, they are in bed with each other, and that they will not listen to our case in any way. That is the position we have taken. Okay. But in all that, Minty say NDC is saying that we will never work with the EC again. We are saying that if the atmosphere is we are convinced the atmosphere is conducive. We'll because in fact, this Yankasa is a baby.
What's the Electoral Commission after NDC press conference?
Electoral Commission,
yes. What's your small kind? Almost new my idea to even now I could take decision. NDC ni one. They are all proposals. As NDC basis here, we have to revisit. Some of them want to me in fact. I packed it tomorrow. It doesn't end there. There should be a committee to propose a process. For instance, so all-time registration. There should be a process because NDC already issues said, and indeed, Minister Sarah our parliament. You can't say you pass it law, either CI or an act. Near all-time registration. What was the debate? Debate now about how to propose as about you better than the agent. I got not center you see this is office all day. And no sound debate about says sanity there. You register 1 month. near issue report NDC mo report ni and people report ni me constituency use office wo subai near the akọ constituency wo asemasi yati said this man to go register near find a party no MPP NDC you find out
so
near you cross check it okay near verify you near my approval now we add it to the register so NDC our issues are let us address the issues before that list
Ebeko register him. Okay.
MPP will issue we read these are processes and you say you call IPAC or kaya and one.
Okay.
So come let us sit down.
Yeah, but our issues so with the coming or the idea bebano and also the NDC
well,
made issue
to say who's not nature make us say
all council Kasembis and a dog so I can say more be sweepy NDC consensus under the cabinet.
Exactly, they haven't done that.
Party or more over 47% there.
Maybe say we see. And this year press conference we what year you see now. Yisi is even prepared as to speak with you when some of kana. Niama moko kan IPAC ni
nyina.
You are prepared. You say come let us sit down. Bring your proposal.
But when say enkofo bi so yazan they can pretend to be ready some betie but omoko ground ade obeye nyina ya against you. And one honorable judge lo kan.
Ntina mo one. So electoral commission. Some back come ground for to say electoral commission in Ghana.
Okay, but council.
On got transfer can issues number one thing.
You see me. Oh yeah, I can't easy as me I just smile because I have the rare privilege of dealing with the EC directly. Me what parliament on him. I'm a vice chairman of constitutional leader.
Okay.
And at the time Speaker Gbagbin was my chairman. And no because of his stature in international business, I chaired most of the meetings. We met the EC even for some of their allies needs, CIs we guided them to do it. The posturing sometimes is that Omoa Fadwimbi, and they think that because they have discussed it at the level of commissioners, no one need the best. No, Omoba, even when they bring it with the Attorney General's advice in Yamani, they are not prepared to easily move away from whatever. But we are saying that we must all come to the table with the intention say, oh, Constitution Amaye Juma. The best outcome should always be a free, fair, and credible election.
Elections, yeah.
Those are the three key things that at all material times the EC should sit back and aim at. The roadmap to that place should be consultation.
Oh no, council, Pacho, my about this issue because I think it's very important. So, this issue about say, they're not honorable George Lucas or more unim petitions to remove Charlotte. Say, how does that the same way I can you because Nina say you're very reforming elections, electoral process. Now, say if there's a petition, I said okay, it hasn't even been given fair hearing. There's no indication. Even the attempt to remove Jemensano. I don't know, is it a tit for tat issue or we are aware of this attempt, the petitions against it?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. To see our kind of material, I mean, on say, BB say, see a PSA, you know, on say to show, say, nature, so Moancasano, there is that strive, there is that drive to take her out of office. In terms of nature, from the one I see doing Kitiani, Jemensa, Assemble, nature said. Since that time, and also like how you also stated it, said even the CDC, Mame Charlotte say free office, no. Nina has been adding to the this what do you call it, the conflict, if I may call it so. Into stress, this thing, into make us say, man penny for them no, penny for them because me did say, easy nankasa who say, penny for the bit me aboa. And into no more tune saffron, no. Some Archbishop Palmer Buckle, Chief Imam, Justice Emil Short, and in painful be Dr. Simon Ye. So say, so you are setting up a committee to be able to help advise the EC on some of this now. And yeah, a dream now, I was a committee, no, a young wajuma, okay, because I don't the union here say, Tembiano, you bet you NDC so. A person can omoka say the be ya democracy be concan because medical can say you can say tobacco enko agina yes so you always need the opposition opposition ye dede a e ma aban ni timi enema o ye ne yie kro timi ye no more into opposition there dey bia ye here opposition. Okay, so let's not make that mistake. Intermediate, the way I see it, they say easy and Fred, say eminent body, no, so I'm on no share how to help resolve this matter.
Okay, young call Galamsey issues, no, so because your key Galamsey issue, it appears that Abaya frustrated. Don't share there, Minister Dominic need to Casa won't say, or when you're picking new intelligence, the chess and conform no jo now map on 4 a.m. And I me busa me home, even my military person, me need any military knowledge. Now busa say, ah, that na government to pick his high intelligence. Na government drones now omo one yeden. Because that unim say omo kwa na jo, then the whole strategy now should have changed. And yet they are pressure about so no, and I be my say same way say ma picking new intelligence. But also no, BBA di advance say from there then na watch me and say government has been very very consistent. They be our feedback on this Galamsey. Obi beka say enka omo yesa perhaps earlier enka Galamsey asem no enka akọ better than say ye hu no. Don't forget say enka for bebe ti say Canada Japan any other MPP key people about be bobo MPP for di. In fact Canada Japan crowd was threatening say 1 month say MPP for no ni momo na enja Galamsey obeko president one man 1 month list. O kan yes a week ni man MPP women organizer omo call no office ne concession question excavators ni they also file a petition to Abuja na say or a small scale miner legitimate small scale miner to be into me MAN scapegoat nye scapegoat. In fact oko MPP ground oko omo the politics bia bem say na saying tape bi babo until omo say a voice our accusing minister for roads and highways honorable Amokwata say oba onye roads no oye onu kwa ni chrome roads omo maka nyina omo kejemfo oni honorable Amokwata na we Eastern Region onye ni roads ono oye onu kwa ni de nkofo say eye payback na be say minister Amokwata na ehye and all working kejemfo ahun say yen kwahye excavators e won the concession ye de eno nia people who are saying it on the ground they MPP for but people go to the ground they are saying all these things the enemy Canada Japan and other people what they said they were Charles Bisu so this Galamsey issue starting from day one or in the album no suffer as a victim and sana or babaki George Lobe committee but you perceive solving a Galamsey is that the real issue see best solving without politics or what is the commitment adane brofo kwana you can you bebo videos in be actual need to press conference or but Bisu Charles Bisu wa so penny good morning anope or joining a live from US ahmachin wo honti that's say when you joining anope ma good morning.
Mr. Mejodo, the chair, I want to wait for Nara.
Abani, good morning. I call Baba UTV and pay critical issues. So what here can we more?
The chair, I want to wait for Nara.
Yo. Now, Galamsey issue, and I make us say, ye quote Honorable Canada Japan, what MPP for MPP for bidding, so more ye involved. Now, omo 1 month, omo bo media, but the solution to this Galamsey, more solve it, and I say, azan. And as a government, more yen.
But I say, bet you a thief them pay forward to Galamsey issue is it is the president and the Mora Odo to Nona Biden, which 2017 not started my Juma. Now, it is the July 2017, the president Pokua there or the presidency at Tulai. It doesn't mean that, say, one Koya do Ofi, Iguanodo. Manor patch in there or the Zama at 3 years to go there or starting with training for School of Mines, Takwa, or alternative livelihood, Nenzama P. Nina not come roadmap as to how to deal with the problem. Now, what's in there? The major one, a new timer, then can started or back into for timelines between there. By maybe 5 years time should be another on ye. Maybe I'm a sim there called London River Thames. It took them about 25 years and sana old to be one and those I want to transport tourist cuts on as and he say what's all problem no yen nara no idea yakabu but as an area na ebia wankasa and Galamsey as so on MPP there kote oye political parties in na and as so yeah only politics. No, I need for Kunoku na doing the skibita or do ukutu into on-share political party. Galamsey work at the being the drugs one way drugs. It is so once gold niche from Rokutu. So a bone a hot penny bone de dia MPP and this new album no worry you man or tea. Just them President Tory nine na Minister for so Abujina Paul, your Bobo Nabado, momentum no room no ye papa. The monitoring no do ye consistent. Let's go because as in a near young for Nankasaka Scout Honorable Kennedy Japan K my brother American. One now why a human Nankasa one or counter make an immediately a victim to it. Minjo Bianiska. But Obitu Ba no this Kakasabishus in the Mamquanam Tedi. I'm Pinano Iden was sabotage. And see, which is the Mampay baby on that. We momentum nana, Mr. Ede Yagada near the Queen, Kistama Ibutu, them can't nasi.
Baba to penny the key issue ti ama obia ebusa this major question whether aban mo ya committed and I say azan and mo ya is this excavators issue yes say moshi nkofo bebe raise question say is a very terrible decision say mo be she excavators abra ye betimi there other things in fact nkofo raise issue say as a government mo sure mo because mo kochi excavators under mo last tenure ama more the same MPPO between the ministry between the so-called Galam Stop and Vanguard who said no Irae Emma Besine some of the excavators cannot be accounted for you who excavators so and now me again me koti Kennedy Japan or kase excavators na no mo am for no say wiae no of the ma mo cronies and no mo fa chire no mo de ye Galam say nti if mo ye we nyina say the Kennedy Japan okay now back now be catch us we are committed so be so Galam say in fact I feel there wo shena so you don't trust yourself. Somebody me the excavators na begu cry. Say 37 oh. Say somebody me the begu am here the you don't trust yourself. Inti shina was some is that a good decision? And no best topic I'm saying na motion.
But over some papa be on the chapel po. Obi a re chapel dem a. Do na ile ya ko chapel na ya ko heaven but e no mo nsam so fra. Inti America there azina ye ni ya president na ya unfu na bishiko. Me example tell mo work. As an idea, no be switch and for the Abazi, I say nature. One a Ghana to America taxes as a number two. What passes law the one get taxes pay. It won't be so idle. Will be so torn or say that be wild or say bigger, but in chair tax. Yes, excavator some. Do na me minimum excavator some day. Do na yet Ghana for you. Ian by the was slave trade. Well, I'm saying, what's this small scale mining? Our Ghana in our right law now more on the cockage license. By Ghana in Uncle Cockage license, no, I can foreigner, especially Chinese food. No, the Waman machines. Oman machines are Chinese need to offer 90%. Number was 2% to sign with the chair or yeah, machine. No, I'm our Ghana in 8%. We are not to come. It's a story we are. You have time on me, you know, you can chew. You have cradle. Chinese or two. I'm about them not to no office, no TV, no cigarettes, no we also CCTV. And a Ghana for one was the we cited wood to go to the man. We are about now more so good particle park show to my Chinese no bechi. It all no finukrum no abo. Now I can just work mining license. Next time and those thing you not to that same slave trade. And a ANT. I didn't know the was a machine so what each machine to be. Maybe I make a Ghana for now. But the mama can say no. What about the machines no run more? You be said the machines so yep. Ghana for 50% non for documentation, but onya. Not tell or much Chinese in Otosha in other man. Chinese in Sabia, you and Pina or into onya documentation. One Ghanaian falsified document. The horrible abeji machine. It has no a recurring problem. Yes, over to make about the machines what political reasons will be so many Ghana system no 8 states remember my betty. You're Abuja for Ben, what my warning there will be a machine to her. I think police act article 35 also we seize Libya on your mining law on the side of a police act. It sees as 6 months to keep after 6 months. No, I thought 2 court orders and leave them. No, I thought no state now government confess. Now, say it's a machine now connect as a destroying them, a destruction. Now we see that. I mean, just that I want to change, but couldn't we see machine I don't think because
Mr. Bisu, unim answer simple question we my sir excavators na yira na we
opportunity to me when the excavator be ayu. And when that time the excavators if you're not master aside. Opportunity sir.
What who say excavators be yira? Inti excavators na mo chi over 500 excavators nyina.
Question be say make na mun the excavator be ayu na chere bi jehon na be wazuku. I mean on Mr. Paside I mean March 2019. Opportunity sir. And as at the time, I'm also Mr. Paside. Let me be a hand over Pepe Ma and I'm Mr. Paside when your investigation.
Okay.
It's be my account for be my account for.
Okay.
And I'm with the sanction.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that I have to interfere in what is happening because the essence of stepping aside, the way your investigation, you want to show me no. So we see a man all this commission. Let's go to the to one thing for no no or young company. No food there, Juma. Na say me you enjoy that what do we to sabotage.
Okay.
And for 2 years man ka say mesno me nya abotar na no kwar na aba. Na ya hwede one way them I mean what sabotage man na the Ghana was sabotage.
Into the no mo ya wo do any two form no. Was it that they were sabotaging you because all person stopping and I'm saying na say what was it? Because they all
Mr. I pay from as 300 skakesi. No, I offer them. You ain't one and so many, and I know people. For 2 years, they don't have some Kennedy Japan number. I know every single person. But so woman on your time beyond Okasa. Because the man actually trains finance into what is happening.
Okay. The Kennedy Japan can no say no credit.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, think of one omo yes Nigeria yes. Omo ya MPP for home.
On the message or your chain of as I say, and this form, MPP form, muscle, them area independent, them two, what boomer, only political coloration. But as I say, it's a chain of no, any background or ya cartel because as an warrior, Obioha or no the excavator baba number, Obisu Waka license, Obisu that assassin into a group of a you know what do a show cost of production. Into said one by one or a change. Asa yes ya can be you part away. It could be that 3 bisu be and capture one. But as I said, number story be time me from UK. No was what Penochi drunk barons are. What one I had that chukuna important read another drugs or kakwa no at all and the way I know the root cause.
Okay.
Into there are people who didn't end the same people when you now account. But my point I'm making there, Sadness yeah. Let's say what legalize the butuma idea. Why don't you wait there when legalize pepe? Now that's a main pay. And the same thing the one there, if there are bureaucracy so come until you can own to one trend now okay then 5 years because law is there 60 days and 90 days. Session and BBR for Nazama non K Nijma. That be obiso obesha that way or delay tactics. Ned's crab into on or your recurring problem. But I feel that if you are nipa not to or wide, into a day you've sabotaged the country. As I said, see, I mean, Abuja upon it now. I was good to America saying there, Minister, a corner for the papa, but if you are not yet, because I submitted the scene. 1 hour will be some narrative story in the channel. Sana, one can support to open say some no there, Erfahana, Emfa, no way won't be whatever far. And I'm using this example because if you are why I don't know, or ye natural pianing way may then is I solve them problem because it's one there or you've been about now when your kidney problems because 144 drone pilots are you train on what Ben work called medical testing. Young people about 30 under 30, about 20% of the people with medical problem. Okay. And these people are coming from the mining areas.
Yeah.
It's not that some non and the health issues now.
Obani mame na wase ewo enkomo ya wo dey abanu because very important point pa na we raising because this about a week ago minya kwan ko aboso ne takwa this assembly okay very important mi nkofo a omo age group just about 40 something omo ko 50 omo nyina omo nua no omo ja omo aboso takwa ho bebre awu because of omo friend keshe mines no cyanide any mercury na ko omo no na niema ekum omo yare ekum omo na similar as a cancer but who trace here there's some research be a cost of University of Ghana or more linking some of these mining chemicals into but very interesting they are all they buy and they said they Canadian Japan cano true politicians who say that is the only place galamsey umienu cabo mandis in MPP any idea any idea betting solving this galamsey issue we are just pretending to be solving galamsey issue but me now as because me say how much US one baby I want to do obedua this galamsey issues yes as media for can we say it because in a few years no say them penifoni na can you better ensure every China me wa China the artificial intelligence and they build your cities yes what they yes no is cannot so cry you know I say Charles Bisu America no ye presidential staffer and then train come over galamsey issue or my inside say ade no aye NDC MPP campaigns or say it's una okay council who can say mafia and as it say a cartel nti nya de a because it's here but council na me wo so answer na make ye ko galamsey asem no how do we resolve this issue does it appear to you as Abaya you're confused and Abaya your focus and between the previous because it's starting under Professor Mills Mahama and a President Mahama Etoaso and another we can't see the BC okay and they say NDC MPP cartel until we can only pretend see a BB did any giant show a kakane at the channel as a cotoso.
Yes, inti bibisa no I think say eye pa say on say we ka say last week ko aboss no takwa nyi oha ho kakra ma me ni me nua no mote ho aboss okay.
Oh good.
Yeah. So basically me feel say the way out you say we share galamsey yeah if we look into the history I mean since Nana Addo Bayah as president the fight you know on say Benavle mo media mu nyina na mu so mu and a day sa okon yi ba a friend say nenim front burner say yen na yen so anu eduro okay into I think the best way is that government aye crowd say or say or stop galamsey into media munta nechi okay you know bibisa na as a country enye possible say obia ba obehu ni say aban person so anu eduro ebi beka say bi ne aban ye nya ne sa yen fa ha say okay it's normal in the society ye nyina ya dwen nye kro media ne amehwe ne say is there a commitment on paper and then on the ground once we have some no media monta aban chi na abanye nanso hye no mo hye sa
excavators
yes I know the encha David mra ne makwan on say mra
ne makwan so be hye
David I know the and they say yeah so that's the Minerals and Mining Act. Okay. Into your Act 900, no. So your Minerals and Mining Law, Act 703. Okay. And none of 2006, no. And now, in December 2015, amendment. Okay. Act 900. Now, Act 900, no, and no Section 99. Ya churoni pefe say. Ya chi obia baye galamsey. Na se court buano for any equipment no minister let's say minister for natural resources no onfa enchiche government agencies o muhia sa machines no nti wo hwe excavators here anka ye de sa ankrofo no court ni ebu o mo fo a na anka excavators no aban e de achiche assemblies okay and other urban routes and say excavators it me the year akwan ni yi henti institutions no mu hia excavators no na ye de amomo ba yen hye Debbie we shall run maybe for emphasis yes. Let me see my phone is saying yes me say we can read it out
but I don't know some can baby as I want to mention
Hey, Debbie.
Parameters you did dispose.
No, can be.
Oh no, me.
What I quote my
honorable Debbie.
Quote my.
And we go to section
99. Or say what you are not from one. That's what you want to mention.
But 99.
Farmer is completely different.
It's debatable.
No, listen. And I make us say. By interpretation, when you ask to do specifically certain things, like excludes other things.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
the point is,
revolutionary. The Rollins na bread.
Okay, remember also honorable because then lawyer can say say law na specifically
it boils back with what is done theoretically and practically on the ground. My mama come and mention.
Okay.
So I'm just 2 minutes. I was playing.
It's too clear. Oh, yeah, something.
See, some politics. I've been a member of parliament for 12 years.
Yes.
I'm not against the law.
Yes.
But so what share near America and then near AC or grounds now. Now, so we find ourselves in that situation with the law. What do we do? Sure. We're a lawyer. I'm also a automobile engineer. Minister said, so that phone call. I'm going to stop Galamsey. Equipment now, I'm there, I'm saying, 1 season of Family. What do grounds one? Now, the central memory, no?
Yes,
you're trying to control box.
Yes, control. Yes, so what they call.
No,
can't we
first,
throw
they
it?
started.
Can you throw an excavator
that
or
is where
not?
I'm coming.
Can you throw it?
You cannot.
Well, you cannot throw excavator. Oh,
see, some jam is here. We better look at the man say to me to excavate.
Can you throw it?
Excavate is low bed, so could be ah.
Yes.
But it's so people not understand me.
Okay.
I don't think the idea excavator is low bed, so it means to me to say about me too.
Oh,
na me tumi nyem tomo so say yem tumi to.
But
I can explain.
Engineer.
It's not me person woman me can me explain.
You bet me a to and to.
First, and just simple as it. What the excavator? Akosi baby a low bed into me.
Is that what
no,
you're saying?
Yes.
Is that what nobody told us?
Yeah, remember. What the excavator?
That's not what the minister said.
Atechemu. Don't tori. Okapeni say don't tori. E hono low bed into me ko. Enti ansa na wo de excavator no betumi ato no. E wo say wo move excavator no efi baby e wo no. E de baby a low bed no ebesi. As na wo de si low bed so na wo akọ.
Okay.
It is okay to make us able to me to simply say I mean to make us.
Okay.
And the two they started say omo yi keys no. Na wunim say that work was select here. Omo the base workshop fu ni bi. Engineers eka ho. It what could do on they started joining machines and moving the excavators. And miners, no illegal miners, who say no. See, you to key now. These engineers will move the machines out. Into any central processing unit, you find the control board. No, and you're handy. You can just unplug it and take it away. And who do I know why you? Even so, CPU need. Now the question, you need a memory to program it. I see what master the machine they move, and that's how the system will not work.
Okay.
It is a wood that now qua. And I do. No the memory no abeshim. No my adwuma no ko.
Okay.
So the option
but so is that the solution now? Is that the long term solution?
It is not. But I know you the hot operation. That will sit down.
Okay. But honorable judge,
desperate measures. Court judge in baby say questions. Judge in baby say some brand say say which yech machine are young donate machines, right?
Yes.
I don't know two key no kwai. I don't know you central processing unit no kwai. And you see you kind na law na discussion, interpretation, everything will go in there.
The law must work in the
system. You can't just say one side of the law.
It doesn't.
Well, preaching anarchy. What on about that's anarchy.
That's anarchy.
No, anytime people make and take time to make law, the expectation is that before you can go against that law, you go back to court for a court order or a direction.
Okay.
Other than that, there will be chaos. Okay. So when I get anywhere and I see that practically the law may not work, I am the
mob justice no.
So you would have to go back for an order.
If you want almost say forest, they say and they don't have the law. What is the law?
And I make I say, you made when you started this program, you said something. This segment, say military funds and for by it is a bogus thing, and they should have never said it. The military has been trained to work within 24 hours.
Okay.
all round. So who call now machine is here touch him no the way you kokra. Let's just guard it.
Okay.
For how long?
So just guard it.
For how long?
For as long as
Can't we send it? Honorable law.
It should be 24 hours until the problem is resolved.
You are doing illegal thing. They should pamper you.
What I don't
Bend them. If you don't understand, you go to court. You are endorsing an illegal activity.
Honorable Nyaboche, or say even law na council site, you know, see even before crowd the bed donate excavator, you must
convict the person.
Convict the person.
Yes,
He's talking about the law. We are talking about the situation now. We say destroy the
excavate and otinia say ombedru hono na yeyi memory ne dey control board no mo call e kire say at the time soldier fu bedru hono there's no mining ongoing nti ade na wo hye you have all the time
that's not mining nti be here am ba na ko here ade a na ma betina me fi me say wo to me na ma rob awie na me ni act ni so nti wo kire me yenye
what kind of analogy
you must provide the evidence to convict
them. Somebody will see and suspect that you're a criminal. What you come that's where you see. That's what you're saying. That is what you are saying. On the act, mob justice no need now.
Our environment. You experience after mining sites. I share the calm their cost.
Because I've lived in Abosu.
Who agree with
I'm single and say first, my baby, Miss Sano, okay. I've seen.
Make sure documentary be an yes, I am living and you documentary.
Yes, I mean, this is somebody Doc,
if you can say, who say, position now honorable Ekano. I can't be pana Galamsey fight no.
To be solving.
Because say the security for a soldier and as a police intelligence. Some more not so much who say machines no or machines na mo dey adwuma. Obi na dey machine adwuma. Na say bia o say omuhu dan no mo ye friend say Galamsey yes no den no omuhu ansa no mutimi say information be na omunya
okay
na omu free ho adwane e bia omutu say control board na say e kire say within na first president say what the president need the to line by me say omo yi afri ho I don't expect to say near Ecosu yi first Galamsey fight okay she media agenda na mo set here the president or support here or put in measures or some the presidents they are two line na say after about 3-4 years na say that's what you na say presidents na already two line no any line will be because of the complicity of your friends government officials where papa you na okay was say or they say NDC for ni nyina is just to massage the point is say the mamu say mu stop Galamsey more security, say police, military, they have the intelligence. So use intelligence to do certain things. And yeah, this type of going to burn a bit me solve it. But with your first time using intelligence, they will be able to identify a. And yes, Galamsey for now, I saw Mokotu. One of more information say beer, say near near to echo. Say they have a role. They have a role to be there because you are fighting it and you have been there. Some of them joy is it joy and as some way or more documentary and natural soldier for cra jury president to line
during the daytime.
So the fact is for me I do not think near
now what say what all laws are suspended during war
near lawyer
go to court
near lawyer
even prisoners of war there are rules
you need to treat them these are not human beings. We are talking about equipment and destroy human beings. These are equipment that destroy human beings. You are actually prisoners of war. You are actually prisoners of war. You have far or more equipment in there. Then can't get the latest pamper. That will destroy the equipment. This is the case, sir. All the equipment in the say.
They actually carry it and resolve their.
That's the reason why I'm
amendment. You see that the water is changing and it will change. Young Coco to ma and the Cote d'Ivoire, a chile abre and say, River Biano, woman no process omo dam wo ho omo process no no
So this
young activities no I say Cote d'Ivoire nyansu no what's the young cover law
the first fight the same thing Cote d'Ivoire
I've been on MP for 12 years but
water body so this yes omo complaining say
if need to amend the law we amend it
ensure no the beginning of that fight but
now it is operation
don't know about that doc in the Cote d'Ivoire for your mom ensure any ate no did they ban excavators
they be say activities how no e na affect
omo mine wo ho
activities affect yes, I'm water company so this
okay.
So this is water company no.
So
to me, they have to spend
they can't purify the water.
How about the honorable so can doc? How about the honorable so can say a desperate situation? They are buying you be try 4 years and ye.
Emra say aban fee say ebia say excavators no I was say yeshin na be year they should go back to parliament
and amend the law.
But for now no Emra no say yes who seize you know who seize ya
be ko law no dey needs amendment
this is assembly feeder roads no way egu betimi
that is another mistake if what can be on check which is not correct excavator really shaping excavator
na intimu to me say road be on
contractors no one first excavators in year 20 because fork no they use back it gala say kwa
excavators ye nya
Nedmo road construction mu no is less than 1%.
How about Nedmo of ye to me first excavators in Yekua
ye de Yekua ntin ye de ko ye de ko say de ko destroy environment ye de ko say de ko destroy water. A point will come, you have to import water. It is you have to do everything other than to make sure say guarantee about stop on. You stop on.
But it is not through the binding
on guarantee.
There would near a year catcher or say a friend say more shishino and solve a problem. Now I say president hang on I doc can say be say president can say 4 years or casword na konya krato a siawawa. Until the fact someone to me and yano. Say more akonyan koma ye for into bacho hango. And desperate attempt say sabi enim guase aba say 3 years mo atumi asolve no e na mo de hyehye
me say aye ni de obia minister ama order say obia even who license kura you excavator ni fi site and afio me solve issue ni we will sit down and talk if the laws need amendment no one plan no excavator don't want no go with the mind say emu dua akwa go back na ya and the defense minister can say be self as a deterrent when him say if I say sugar excavators what when they they are going for them and the water is changing the surface of the water is changing
the first fight the same thing you know
but we must get a permanent solution after we have halted the
if they are able to address the complicity of the officials now
and no issue kra me say and bisu ya ono afi mo amaba mo aba be ka say NDC for na MPP no kra na doc chem so wa shada no the NDC for ka ho because ye mo aban mo nkro for according to honorable Kennedy Japan there doc so confirm say mo amkrofo na hwem e na omo man nti na mutumi stop nti mo shada yes ye fight o match machines no na ni ate na mo san kogum na mo ye
menim say bia sasem we maybe can nyen dance na Kennedy Japan be can maybe other personality
no we are aware say MPP
the personality no or Kennedy na aye some mimity hey one opportunity say me share president one on one and I will not see this to anybody by the president
no body man
say me just say me share na me say me
papa
doctor say for me consensus twice when him say doc be kan kwara pa one major factor cause me defeat no sand illegal sand winning activities that was passing in my consensus chiefs ganged against me.
Okay.
It's not you can nye bibi kitwa sa say that na man ye with me niti we anajo no one my soldiers because farmers no ada.
Na ye no
na ya clear ni crops ni nyina na atu anyo and the same farmers I was fighting for they were able to convince same farmers to vote against me. You see, it's a very complex situation and the president admitted it. Very complex. So what's the amendment law now we should do it. Some of us we have experienced it. Very painful. Sir, obi ya signing no by. Now we are now John. We take at the point that I'm a driver. Commander, police commander, this commander brought to me. Say, why should take that risk? We have to drive to the pit. When Langas were hanging out, and I also you shouldn't have done that. Well, and I would dim. I think I'm a pit. He called. Obi on the police commander can say commander na frɛ ka che won say MP ni banti mu bi enshutu. This means na commander ni nim say nipa bi won ni ma won situ.
Yeah.
On him say langas wo. A very complex issue. Commander was very angry with me that I went there. Well, at the same time, those people that I was fighting for voted against me. It's the issue now. We are
bigger than the law. Sana opache. Bigger than law.
Let's have a look at the law again. If we hold this,
I want to you make a point. At the end, you're bigger than the law. She said the dog can honorable law. Munyamaka say, and this MPP womb. You're bigger than the law. Into amended Act 900 cannot solve the problem. Honorable law, what do you think?
Of course, who say you started the minerals, money and minerals. There was nothing like the way you dispose of excavators. Problem ni by anything you say. Excavators are a major part of the tools almost using. So which year, instead of burning them, no, way. But if we've come to a stage, in the unlikely event, you see, burning here, we have to go back to the law. But I agree with my brother. He said, look, the problem. It's not even about NDC and as NPP and as NDC. Look, if you have, you see, I don't like to say this thing, but my wife, my profession in hydrogeology.
Oh, okay.
So she's a lawyer, a water
expert,
underground water expert, and we've been discussing this thing. Only problem, the health implications.
Yeah.
All the way because obi wo ho no yenye galamsey e woni area but because the river flows down there they are imbibing chemicals mercury ni sania man so it's a bigger problem it's an international problem. You see, we are missing out on that. Sure, there are things I may catch now because of diplomacy, international diplomacy and things I may not say it openly. But or Chinese, there are even Indians.
Okay.
With the tacit support of their governments.
Yeah. I hear some more
in Ghana, nya gold na Chinese for nya gold na I say all the other tribes no nya gold. They come embassy for shipping.
Supported by their government to take it out from the country.
And their government itself
is
interested in what is happening here. Look, recently there was a conference. There was a conference in China not too long ago.
African conference.
Yes. The experts in mining, natural resources, all over Africa, group in China, and they forced every delegation. They made them present their country reports.
On the minerals.
Really,
China?
Yes. And they compiled it into one big document. And you know that their president is a geologist.
Oh, I see.
So these things, it is planned and delivered. It's Chinese Liban or $500,000, $1 million. On him the obeye now scan crowd me define by the
revelation for me, no.
So there are so many things going on. Don't let me see that Ghana need your pay $5,000 video born at us. This is a huge international industry internationally. So and now when the small arms promote small arms. Unam susana the small armies.
Militia.
Yeah, militia. Every area be our
civil war.
And as black gold, oil, and I'm
Sierra Leone, and all
the Congo.
So
we have to stop it.
There is a problem, real problem to be stopped. But we must show commitment, must show leadership. Because I am scandalized. Say the military can say they work within a certain time frame, no matter. And then this is national security matter.
It's true.
So no military man should go there
and sleep
when they are giving large sorts of kenke and ration every day at our expense. They are supposed to ensure that 24/7 they are on surveillance. Like he's saying, it's about security. It's about information.
Intelligence.
Who is doing what? Intelligence. Intelligence-led operation. If they are doing intelligence-led operation, Anka, Ombe say 12 midnight no mobile, then you run them up. But who could die see who wakra who yirenu say who ko bush. Now after 5 o'clock no one compare baby no ada. Till the following morning now the idea who call and confirm by operation am kwa. Who fast one in the So the military hierarchy should even stop talking about this. It's annoying. It's annoying. Just as Olenu and I will stay in the night throughout 20. Sometimes you don't sleep to make your case in court. We expect some Musunu. they will do whatever it is. Doc will stay and prepare his nose to teach people. Who you stay and come here at dawn to do program. The military has a duty. That's why they are a specialized unit. That's why they have privileges others don't have. So Sanyama Esia, we count on them to do whatever it takes to see within the confines of our laws. And the president and his ministers and cabinet should look at the international dimension of it and tell people in their face that please, this cannot continue. And yes, sir, 10 years from today, 5 years from today, 4 years from today, the meaning you're safe. Yeah. Because who call also? So one year lucky. Now in Siona, now make you come back and after 6 months, some things will be happening to you. You won't even understand. You may not even relate it. It's true. So we have serious issues in this country. Look, we have placed borehole for borehole. People are siting boreholes at Afia cemetery. The water table passes through cemetery, and people are drinking it without understanding what is happening. It's true, because you are not regulating all these things. Yet we are not working for this country. There are serious existential issues in this country. I say, politicians, technocrats, come back to the table.
And sell sample.
Because every borehole in Ghana has to be registered by law.
Has to be registered by law.
You know that.
But under the water law.
Sorry, even the people who are dealing about the companies, are they licensed? And who licensed them?
Foreigners, Indians.
India need to be back on G license. Be on drilling borehole. Yeah, I mean we are headed towards disaster. The earlier we all sit at the table and determine the direction of this country, the earlier the better.
But honorable kind of so there na no president mo yes o mo ye Ghana say send it mo anko. Honorable news of say ni pen or call you. And now onye this in. So no so call on his own.
No, but he has expertise in the area. Onye minister.
But as a party no man call.
Well, as a party I cannot sit
Suhini call yes.
I cannot sit here and say be a woman official invitation. Okay. I cannot say so. But to the extent that some of our people, key people were there, I think it's.
I mean, in News of Zenica also not there. They sent him a personal invitation to
you. So they thought that he was the one they needed to come in because of his expertise in that area.
That's the phone him say.
But honorable chance and my council, when lawyer I can't say be a very important issue. Pass say a international security matter. Me yama shimi brim because the way I analyze it at the end with Naire expertise or the man or one how should we deal with it? Because council any can say China for neighbor or my bank mom and you won't there. I brought a Dr. Jekum from China, Ghanaian. But now be 15 years or buy or say yes, and what government need aid you a more miska. Now the amount of machine say all this one embassy you know, I'm behave so on the idea new she can afford a day and call for no call. But say they will come register go no and this cannot go to so only honorable bay against some passe issue no you're bigger than law.
Oh, okay, sir, yeah, bigger than law. Yes, you are right in a certain extent. Say, just a brana, yes, she says I'm rawe, near him, Sabani says, okay. But for now, no, Mra Yashini. In the unfair, no, Yajuma, on say, near Yashishia, ye came, me and Shadi you. Machines now, Yashishino. At the time, a soldier Fuko drew honor. Na machines na nyebia na machines no nko etutu go da dey be machines nko agina ho nti ukoka say wo nti na wo hye ya dey be eno onka hwe ukoka say machines na sisi wo ebe che obe loadi ebe de nti wo hyehye na onka sem bia se be no enye ensem na ye ka den camera okay what is the honorable kai you are supposed to guard the area copy say obetime yi machine na free ho. It's a lazy man's approach. Udru ha unwe ya na po udi J2. Okay. Then the second part, Chinese for say ambassador no some interview no some time ago. I don't know if it's still the same ambassador now it's a different one. But in a video no ba no press conference no. I say anye bia gold in here you know high na dey microphone no call. So yen Ghana Afia. Yen Ghana Afia. So you see that it's a reflection of the Ghanaian. But sometimes, no, so I have to say, I'm a catcher, say the first human instinct, they say, you want to preserve yourself, say, come the war. They are now there. Sir? You see, so we are all saying that the thing is complex. Yes, it's complex. They are no interest, we should just go in and start burning. No. I don't think that so far we've been able to train you into also machines no precope. They be it's about say dream president or the it's so online. Okay, so follow through. And I'm kind media to say now you can you're doing well at it. To me, I feel that consistently you be do ho. Say mumu yi mo ni free so a and Emma amanfo timi sign kono. So I think the media and government has to resource you, okay, help you to keep the fight on. Let's just say you are constantly monitoring. And but so far the machines now I don't see how there was no danger in law no answer obekum obisa no just say at that material moment no we were kuna na just one machine na machine no bekum it's the same analogy I to say I'm robber
na one machine na some machine bekum
at that time
the machine
na whatever who are say me kono mercury komi mu na mi wu na me wo na me ba ni me ba anu ano
honorable, they are saying now, okay, honorable. At the time,
bank decision said, and I'm quoting the defense minister. What's it? They are not going to stop burning the machines.
Oh, they don't mean Kasa. It's not within the minister has no local. The minister cannot say that. The minister is under the
honorable, but he's saying something. The minister doesn't have the power. So
they don't mean Kasa. It's with light ill in his mouth. Minister didn't mean Kasa because I should machines.
But
emergency. Emergency. Nipa ne jani.
What the solution? What should we do?
You take it out.
No, we cannot take it out. Why you mean no?
Oh, Jai, honorable.
The
machine can be dismantled. Yes, I'm not. You automobile. You don't know how to
dismantle that excavator.
Excavator, no.
You don't know how. You don't know a machine can
when
be
there is an emergency,
dismantled.
the president has been given directions as to how to deal with it.
Yes.
Okay.
So should go back
to it's not the minister.
Yeah, it is because we don't want arbitrariness. That is why
then maybe if the minister is acting contrary to the direction of the president, then but the point is
you are preaching too much
parliament for saying
because we are not in a state
because
of
it's being responsible.
Are we in a state of emergency?
I'm saying that let the president
there's war on Galamsey.
To declare emergency in that area. Of emergency anyhow the president should use his powers.
Yes, declared on Galamsey. And when war
so who has declared the war? Who has declared the war?
President said war on Galamsey. We are fighting.
And Article 31 there is emergency power.
How to use them is there. So you cannot just get up and
we are all Ghanaians. We are all Ghanaians. We are no more Ghanaian than we are no more Ghanaian than we are encouraging mob justice. Yes, mob justice. Instant justice. Instant justice now, and the instant justice. Instant justice.
Personally, I support it, and that's what the Minister of Defense is doing. Okay. And I say,
as council, Martin Pebu, the minister, say, arbitrariness, no, is outside the law.
Environment minister say, we are a show machine now for say you have a case, go to court.
But that's not how we are supposed to.
Who saying who destroy water, who destroy forest, who nipe who's young court in what you are dancing away down now you're not seeing a performance.
I don't know, achieve medal shooting him.
No mind.
Okay, what's the action? We're going to do it.
Okay, it is, for instance, on the front page of Daily Dispatch, now Minister Neka said military counted 700 excavators leaving the Tiwa forest in a day. In a day.
Just a crowd move.
But again, one day. They are now talking about military for other Benny because in a day man counted 700. That means all this one. But Galamsey and they fighting.
We're joking.
More than 700.
But just wait at
but this is where I've been vindicated.
Other areas, north. Because north,
Galamsey say, well, now, what 700 now, APF forest, obeying the orders of the minister and the government. Yeah, should be matching. So they were living. And they saw them living.
The point is,
they did not
Galamsey
a single one.
I shall say,
and when you dump the machine there,
700,
you disabled the machine.
No, but honorable, to say, for instance, in the case of KJ4D, KJ4 is a bona fide small scale miner. I will put on a license near the other. Into where I'm on a more excavator.
When him say,
but oh, I'm more share who say. For instance, there's this also argument against anything we are against KJ4 or a small scale mining license, but omo breachy omo license no. Emma fe omo ye galamsey activities. Me continue to honorable need to.
Oko galamsey site na.
Enti da bi o we amoma 700 ni ya leave no. Ah omo ko no. Se bi so breachy amoma involve omo in galamsey say obey den say omo ko.
Ono ko. Tie moment creating impression say we use machine ni ye hu say we use machine if na stop machine ye twa atom. No. Wonga disabled machines na omagwanga ja machine. And 700 na pie ko. Onipa no so onko to me go show na machine.
That is not true.
That is exactly what he's saying.
Let me tell you.
That is exactly what he's saying.
True.
Let me tell you what is true.
Miners, there were legalized miners.
One of me galamsey no.
The legalized miners.
On the site. No FD concession. No illegal miners.
No, but the honorable so cannot take feedback on also the man.
I'm telling you that
there were people
who were not on site by their machines. No more, they were not mining. And then almost 2 years. But they didn't want to leave them there. And now, but that is what they are okay. Everybody who was there moved their machines because they were afraid of the military. As to whether they will go and come again is another matter. But in compliance at the time now, so therefore that accounts for this number.
Yes.
But I'm saying that there were people also who were not there.
Machines,
why? Because they didn't want to leave the machines behind. But we are saying that discretion, it was bad. It was a bad decision they took.
Okay, so
they should have left men behind to guard and monitor the operations.
How about honorable Niti was saying, because you better tie way into this Ethiopia parado there, because I also make you point be say.
Thank you.
In fact, Galamsey has me kahuntina unkofo by attacking or making a free or no. But Niti can say me says almost twice a year say they'll be forced to shoot on site. But already no council cross site and that say arbitrariness. But Okase is becoming frustrating.
They are not fit for their offices if that's how they think.
Oh, the shooting on site.
It is that you are not fit to be Minister of Defense or Minister of whatever.
To be there when they started burning Galamsey during the time of the NDC.
This whole world.
This whole world to be a minister.
When there is a problem,
fit to be there. When you we let you solve problems. We vet you because you show us the capacity to solve the problem. So when there's a problem, you find a solution. And the solution
shooting
is to
on
burn
site
them.
is not one of them.
No, I see but honorable, we are aware say even NDC started idea under Professor Mills anyeye. President Mills Mahama Beto so anyeye. President Kufuor the first time anyeye. Inti minister no in this desperate say amama warning ya law ya amendment ya say still mun change ya the military for ko mun sinsa inti ya ban ya humo on site there we shoot on site.
There are 700 excavators. Let's assume say nipa 10 juma around one excavator or two it doesn't make sense. I'm saying that they should find a solution to the problem. They are being lazy and they are refusing to think outside the box. Because it is bread and butter matter also.
Okay, it's true.
So they should forget about almost winning Bakuni Casanoti America and Opatutu and or Chile. Or America. Now will be Chile and now we
I am much you.
Chile. Now show I fresh. With your now
with Ghana, I'll grab yourself fresh.
That shouldn't be the solution. The solution until we find a way of solving the problem, nobody sleeps.
Okay. Because there's also
and because minister we am V8, we am PA, am some point in our doctor.
We are frustrated.
Driver.
One of the solutions is say we don't know the machine why better. Nobody had been frustrated. It is one of the solutions.
No, it is shooting the worst.
Mama, big example. See, it's not studio ha. Me am a proposals ni bia. Yenga ye experiencing some of these things no. One tiang as the way I casa. Honorable Joe Sewusu, a maybe a cancer for Parliament. Emma, I'm out for etu omanu gunu si he, but at times I guess why I frustrated. But yeah, just said Ankobra, River Ankobra. Na baby forest no, Ankobra and nam forest musa neighbor. Nipa na all the champagne no, I could see Ankobra section no, a forest ni mu. Ekita pump actions, be 3 4, no mu jira. What the Navy for? After Ankobra no say they should reach that person and disabled the champagne. Somebody, okay, we get the law. Yes, it's champagne and famra. Nipa no ote champagne no so no. Bodyguards 4, obaku face the top of the river, obaku face the down of the river. Ne before no, some mobile then they start shooting. It only the way kosura, then they drop the grenade, grenade no, to destroy the champagne. Na se wo su kita tu na se wo gina ha. Wo say law ni si me ense ade no me nkum nipa no enti ono no kitatuo no wo ba fa ntuo no so sa akọ na ye bo se na soja fo na call operation hot galam say no ya kum 2 ya kum 3 eno na ye pese ye honorable is that what we want
to na okay no obi a wa am ne ho
yes and there's a situation like that
honorable dey tie no land answer
am ne ho yes so hu yes na say bia he is in a position to attack the state security. Exactly. It's a different situation from say Juma without, if I said not situation
now I can't
American SEALs. Rescue Nipa, Navy SEALs, rescue Nipa in a place that the whole place is guarded by those who are keeping the person. I'm saying that let's live up to expectation.
Okay.
Enjoy sir mediocre way of thinking. We must find solutions to our problems. We are in a modern world today. Okay. Instead of buying V8,
2014, 2012 wasn't more.
There are equipment
when you were burning excavators.
But you was Momo Shibi. You is saying something to you. Say,
I am saying that.
2014, we're not thinking within the box.
Momo Shibi.
No, Momo Shibi. Why solve the problem? I'm solving problem.
Wait, they not solve problem. You are solving permanent solution. This is Operation Hot.
We don't want to.
Then we find everlasting.
We must meet international standards. Okay. This is a national security matter. Okay. Let our national security demonstrate.
So they have the competence.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Then that is it. Then when they come to parliament, we are voting money. We know that they are up to that.
Okay. Mami read the message when I am factor into this UOP or prior issue because like I said, Papa no so make it a issue say. Council person na to go my answer.
Use the wash.
Okay. It's because now there's this also issue this OP operado to raise here say ahyasia no kra asem no eba ye no ono nkofo bi omo so ye ganam say issue e bi be hu no say enka be a onje kakra na oye say onye no ti na nkofo be attack no don't forget so ono ama ne narration say boy to nim so mo ye Delta Force for aba ne so ama omo aba beto ahye no so apam no fini office something ye nyina ye koye vigilante act ne ye ka say we need Delta Force bia so if now who Delta Force for in national security then this whole issue who adwuma no command national security say ade we galam say it's a national security crisis it yen solve no but now yen solve na say Delta Force for any party people who national security how do we solve this matter it appears national security nanka sankasa no kra no to da ho even in dealing with one single national security person kra no abe issue ama me mpre abe issue we relate it to it but mama kan my messages in bia mo send on Facebook say James Afo no say 3 people on Afia left ni nyina mo nyina sama mo kan ni nyina me no mo nya adwen excavators in the yen hye ne da and Imano say no say these 2 people defending that they shouldn't burn the excavators but why me suspect so mo kro mo nya garam say ni bia o mbe ye da bi o mo ka law no and they are chain na Meg Gibson Blankson was in fact devoid of politics where the man in white no George Low oh ya my buofu asem no ka unyina anim say asem a wo kan ye ho e na wo ka kono so ka e de ko ho o che na dwen tu so ba na wo so wa che wadwen obi da ba Afia da asese wo hwe e na David Ada was soldiers saw guns with the Galamsey men the soldiers have to protect themselves by shooting them. Into ono so ne you need to we again say do baby shooting ne there e say bem because nkofo yen shoot omo a omu nya nsuo no emani enna honom. Gazy Joshua and say for the past 3 days we have people of Obeye e Amasama in total darkness. If ya and also I was some table no as a critical issue. Anna Francis Kojo sign or say if I always admire and I'm very happy on Saturdays our critical issue. But auntie, if I support the banning of excavators, say you bet chairman Crawford cry yes no because yes sir and Crawford be fetch ama kwa kodi Crawford ensem on the onye obi anya you say distribute excavators. Deborah Owusu no say good morning Vim lady please. I want to know why the soldiers bent the excavators without arresting the owners of excavators because owners no wajano ana wa share excavator say nipa no wa money a obesan ko first excavator for because mine is almost ka no asan dey ababeto so good question and Deborah ebusa nana kwasi Kwame Opasco when someone or sister I always repeat say Galamsey in Ghana no is done by highly influential and political people won say bisu anyone mo amaka ba be confirm say omu nyina wo mbi and Joseph Darlington nyame no see today if you are your panel there obo they will run because omo amunim nkofo no mo ye illegal mining so won say akwakoya amanyo say mo nka bi Kelvin Asamoah Edward no say if you me so me mining engineer but when you go to this area that they are doing the Galamsey there is no livelihood until George Low Asamoah can a true say bread and butter issue come menu breba until someone solve bread and butter issue no so ombe excavators so new excavators ebe samba ama to mine no eso Ibrahim Sheffield and I say I want to tell the NDC man there say no site without arms. I'm a Galamsey myself. I'll say I'm a Galamseya myself. Ibrahim Ibrahim was he ever chiwo? Was I'm a Galamseya? I'll say I want to tell the NDC man that there's no site without arms. Okay, or confirm it. They all can say every Galamsey site be ano. It's your. Or no, say all they can say Galamsey person himself. Okay. Okay. Another point about there 2 months. I mean, kind of ways to Kwabena Jare no say good morning. If you let's be honest as Ghanaians, if Kate Jim4 excavator wasn't bent, don't you think they would have given it back to her to continue the illegal mining? So on there, also support say Shina cry. Jim4 there no kuta mining license so. Into ono nya eska illegal. It's up to a bank for it to mbe prove in court. Say oye Galamsey. Nya say o de gina obi site I say Galamsey. You can't just say obi declare obi say Galamsey. It doesn't lie in your mouth. It lies in the law. You must prove it in law. Manson and Bernard no say my question is how do we recover the land? No should be more of a concern to the soldiers no than say they namuya omo and some boss no say there are a lot of ways to kill the cat so you can't come and support the burning of excavators while we need them for a lot of work in the villages into no so need sugar cases that kono say if you did you know say there were foreign soldiers omo work Galamsey site and we are able to shut down a surveillance drone confirm my information. But see, if you did you know say they are foreign ex-soldiers, foreigners, ex-soldiers, are more Galamsey sites, and that they are able to shut down surveillance drones.
International dimension.
International dimension.
Go to Mexico,
international dimension.
They have their soldiers. Very soon we are going to have Galamsey militia.
So don't let them
can fight our soldiers and win.
Capacity.
Yeah.
I am more serious.
Look at the law.
It's a lot of.
Then we prepare the law to suit present condition. But for now, let them have them.
Yeah, this is very good information. Pana Banti no your friend say sugar cases that say they are foreign ex-soldiers or more expertise and or more Galamsey sites. Nti aban me argument or use drones. Drones say no, they can disable the drone.
Minister now offer Minister now offer serious because you are
risking the life.
But before said before
no, but you are not security. How can somebody shoot a plane?
Exactly.
We control our airways.
Excellent. Patrick, let's not take this out of context. Yet the national security system was spies all over. So there are intelligence report me in patch up.
Unless we say intelligence.
Exactly.
But
Just one.
But council, don't you also agree say intelligence so sometimes a week?
Oh no, we are not competent to say.
Okay, we are not competent to say that. Our question, but council, answer this question, Mike. Okay, 77 parcels of cocaine as me.
Yes.
Yeah, national security could not pick it up according to Justice Commission. And almost sitting on the initial case. Say, for instance, in the case of Vasquez, at me reporting there were days that immigration could not capture the coming in and leaving of Ghana because no about Ghana, about on airport, on port. There are no records of his coming in, but we know Ghana.
Yes.
There are no records. National security, no questions. No. And my branch has a issue. Say if they can disable your drones, then how many of them were disabled? That's the thing. Okay. So far, how many have we reported to have disabled? And national security issues there. From time to time, there will be failures. And you know, see where America and Osama bin Laden, or bombing World Trade Center. Let's keep the security people will pick this up. Say they will watch this, but so far we don't have a reported case.
Recently, when I was the chairman for Roads and Transport, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority Act, amended, and they actually being now Ghana Air Navigation Agency, and they had to new machines. Some of them, they amended law to involve drone as an
aviation issue.
Yes. And Ghana Air Navigation Agency, they will see. So he's saying, they can even see from their radar say something that has happened. Including some West African.
But let's not discount the fact that there is a breeding.
Because once one machine say only about 5 to certain level, they can't pick it. They cannot pick it.
We need
they can't pick it.
Because honorable when Okase, they are foreign ex-soldiers. If we are common intelligence background, it is almost Ghana nampa, almost Massa Galam say
only about 5 to certain level. Air navigation cannot
take it. And two major information. Number one say Galamsey site be more arms. And you say I don't know whether a national security for your West every Galamsey site.
Every Sun winners in my constituency they only come fully armed. Sun winners. I want to hear what Galamsey. Sun winners from mobile. And I make a choice at the point in time we take risk of it. I'm not make police command about 2 men. Nibu fui. I can't even say. Minim say, baby, I'm a fair in land gas for it to a shame. Obi catch me say one day we're coming. Police be catching to commander Afia catch we say when your information say me bad mo be issue.
Inti senka nyon commander no and ko bi be fire because we intruder to the omo they claim how your omo side they have made the claim
no commander no omo ye
commander no enim
yes one of friend no
so wuntumi nye
yes so he called somebody a land guard
yes
yasemo
so on the be almost omo informants but they need it for intelligence. Sometimes even to manage crime no you need people criminals no as your allies.
Me I always say our police, our soldiers, our navy, everything. When they want to work,
they work.
When they want to work, they work. Oh, and any problem? No. We want them to be able to work 24/7 for us. That's all we are asking for.
Yeah.
We are not asking for too much.
Okay.
I'm saying they are not doing it.
Yambra we so but message you say Joyce Danson come here sign us please. Let's forget about this party called NDC and Build Ghana without them. We'll speak to the issues now here discuss what I say. Nana Kwame Opasko Maka message now Godfred Kukabo or say good morning if you are please. If only it can be possible for your management they should connect the critical issues to one of your radio stations to benefit you know it's true but this is a point. I'll pass the message on to Father Dex or their YouTube and on the message we say dear man akosi kumino say NDC and their reckless behavior the same thing as George Low you know at the end forward looking issues are no partisan comments in corner but when you're there I don't think that honorable George Low
that we need to talk I'm not cursing they should think outside the box Now, what time I respond? Can say, "Oh, Pastor Cham said 2012, 2014. Now you were not thinking outside the box. You were bending them."
Please.
Would you be coming?
You don't want us to move forward.
Well, if only you allow us to move forward.
Also, the bebum, what they call also the bebum. Into the mommy reading conform messages.
We are done. I'm saying this. How do we have the money and trashing it out on saying to me, "So we're going to say the NDC MPP. It should be featured for us to treat it."
Honorable, I shall say, me can say, some of us are paid to talk. There are people who are paid, giving VA to fix it.
Exactly.
Let them fix it. And you say about
Well, we are fixing it by burning the excavators. Part of the fixing the solution.
Honorable, that thing will quote you. You get
it. Because me who say, remember, at a point in time, doctor no microphone be friend. Catch me see. But chairman yama, remember to me lose. Naga illegal sign winners come. I'm saying, well, I'm saving my people. I was born bred up in Ayinsuano. My family land in Yahono. It is a fighting microphone and it and I lost. And I give up. Say yes. Say me fighting for my people and it here. That's what I me lose here. Do maybe it's only a far phone frame. Honorable you to young young say me need to me be out.
Some cover for no. Mauli. I see UTV moye juma na kwadwo ansa and osi emusa manopa na akwasikumi excavators on see they need to be bed on the omo adwen pass omo she excavators but kwadwo owusu no say Charles Bisu asemo kan enya nokre omo nyina ka ho na omo ye muwie a aba betina be abroche na okaka do post the message efi Daventry UK o see the system is corrupt omunyina omuka ho no omoye bi nyesa enko ka che o se onim kofo enko bobodi no e de ma 3 years montumi ambobodi na che president anya na e na munya mba be pretend say yenka ho nti mbobodi bi e de che president when you see him na Aston Mensa no say excavators no de bending them no enye the best solution ono so they afa YouTube e no there but Daniel Nikoi e no say I'm always shocked at these NDC for any argument omo yes seriously honorable low asema wo kan de ento asomum and Rafael Nketiah no say water a very essential pa isuo enya law enti say law no protecting isuo no dia ene na ye kum nkofo no ye share excavators on omo eye adwen pa Geoffrey Kwame no say me de mera kokra jodlo encheche mo de mine even the international dimension of asemwe no ama me yem kra ahye me kra samonsia ono say me my opinion no say we should stop this galamsey activity for a year. Then we can take time to think about it. That is the solution. As ye ebinya ebinya anya dia ebeboa man
stop it for a year.
It's not the point.
Yes, stop it and I go see baby. And honorable mami we me messages. Ezedin and also him lady. I personally support the banning of excavators because say anya na anya esuade amankofo a ombe fe chire asan akwa mine ye be ka brofo bia ye pe e wo Ghana say de na na otumfo opem so okoka say omo ye Ghana say wo meeting na say no omo nyina omo emu o say emu 3 ye fa 10 be emu 3 omo nim so omo to wo be ka brofo asif say omo nka ho so omo nim pa eti o say on the support say ye hye no e na dan na donko asmani no say they should burn all the machine enye excavators nko ye hye ni nyina how we ofori no say e about leadership ni nko ya galamsey into me na leadership no strong na you bolder that is when they can take bold decision beboa ama o man no etumi akọ nanim na de face YouTube messages endorse pa na Mohammed Shafiu o say please Osama bin Laden no was not responsible for World Trade Center no timu pacho mo kan Mohammed now here Osama so sweating there are so many theories about the connection and the relationship between organizations almost supporting him yes Reginald Kumino, do you know that those Chinese mining in Africa are all prisoners from China? China are buying on it, other people are supporting them. Said the honorable George Blow, a kind way. And yes, simple, sir. See, she excavators. Into what she excavators, and that is not the solution. Into Mumwa, Nayama, a holistic solution. A bit to me about water black, so Facebook, no say, if you cut a tail of the animal, it will turn around and bite you. But if you cut the head, it won't come back. It's yes, yes, no, onona sem no manso Anam Bena no say galamsey is done by NDC MPP executives. So they are the main problem. You are move free honoma, everything else will be solved. Na Marie Claire Sugar Arthur no say yes, we should stop the mining and take time to think or support this our view now and call for their banner. Na Tibongo no say if I tell them that they should stop the talking and help the youth of Ghana. Na omo solve problem na you and Crown talk why they are no na they can. Nti no dey factories nko opesi esima youth no ye dey ano Any de can na the paper atoso. And Tom King Jojo Asari no say every galamsey site in Ghana no Chinese are using pump action. Or say bratakwa aboso. I was working there because the guns no I stopped working there because you see these Chinese people pointing around the gun to protect their gold. Hey, and then they are kasa oh, and a rich boat. Or say majority of politicians no almost and a galamsey no yen to me stop and they are behind it. And until we remove them from the galamsey equation, we will not solve the problem anywhere. Chum James. Or say I want to know the difference between galamsey and a small scale mining. Small scale for no more license. HSL also omoyo omejuma, but galamsey for no money license no matter.
And I be no small scale for be na cross kwa galamsey.
Ebisu to me yeah, ebisu to me breach, but you must prove them say the lawyer cano. And yes I would want keke. And I would be accused to be say oh yes small scale.
A bird impossible to me Sheng area. Into omo the license in the Sheng ho ya, then they go beyond their concession to do the prohibited areas, the red zones. That's what is happening. Okay. And you kind of
okay.
No more about one. And small scale miners association no more kata. We need small scale license. A better thing pass over to machine enclave. No kind of so when they get a license to enter, baby a license natural say man corner and a red zone, then they go there.
So when we realize the monitoring by the Minerals Commission.
Are you saying
you stop us out the way we are?
Monitoring
honorable judge. Yeah, to me yes out the way we are. I feel now see yes sure. We have monitoring. Not to strengthen them. They are weak.
Honorable pay. Minerals Commission no na institutions a ministry be ase. There's a ministry that has oversight responsibility. Enti that there 4 years he yes enye ye no. Enti na monitoring ben and another ministry na kasa
my memo son who say how your institutions weak out to the sense me and journalists no at the point in time you also become weak.
Honorable pay when me fan journalists they are specific roles assigned to specific institutions. There be mama yes na fix yourself na azan
no don't fix yourself agenda no say you men for me I'm against it.
Okay into their trouble
me they support to fix yourself. We be voted to fix the situation and we are fixing it. Me can't also fix your mind, fix yourself. Those who are saying that they are not helping the government, they are not helping the party. Me point in the say, ya to aba, and the manage the economy no, and unfortunately, COVID aba, and the name of my thing. Now, I'm going to complain. Let us fix it, and can't you be so fix it? What am fixing when I call to aba?
Okay, and what can you want him? What can you buy now? I'm a good time. Some control drones be some of the monitoring away.
Mami, and you be echo round, sir. Pictorial views in your drones, living there. Mami, chlo.
It drones no way no mo say ensuo na ni tea and afedi omo ye adwuma ma ensuo na ni say drones no way
say wo ka se wo ko ameko ba kakra emra ye ya ensuo na ni ye ba 2017 say adwuma ma ensuo na ni tea ensuo na ni tea na ka say e was say ye mining gold no because ya ma big international companies air mining large scale mining and ye local people na be mining gold no one say ja say na mineral local say yeah bread and better issue no so na bibia di no ya kase galamsey no saying so nti ya me won mining nti ya be dan ya mining and you set up committee to come out with a proper guidelines and programs and processor you bet to me the licenses small scale miners what bet to me mining forest nen say na nsu nen say na mpo nsase no wo wi a you be claim ni aduanua and this thing was lined up properly documented and we license people to go. And now license one now call start aduma no. These same people now licenses some of them cross to the red zone and Afia adenegin say.
It's sad na drones na we here.
Me can say onipa no kra ya catch say asemasi adu we saying so no. Who kwa stop no be afre. Jana ne say be dia to me say what happened no. Those of us at the top, we've caused it. This is the time. Let us know.
I like the way you are accepting responsibility.
Mami, now also at times I the problem. I'm a politician and those at the top. I'm not scenario be. Who can make consensus? Minimum land, baby, I will use you. So how far Kota Road now? What I make consensus in from Aigwente, you go to there's a rock, big mountain. Be if you want your woman. Here, the last house to the mountain there 20 meters. Because you are coming journey. I didn't now. Obia Konya minister. Assign concession, the people now will be so on quarry. So what I think myself, hey, then I petition the minister on my letterhead, that's MP's letterhead. Say no, say you have a Minerals Act now. 20 meters to the house. Meanwhile, River Krang is taking its source from Mountain Krang. So Lord, they say mountain be and a rock be and should be taking the source. You can't use that same mountain as a quarry, or you can't mine it. It is against the law. na me petition yam pray oh no the machine saba then I went for a lawyer na me call court ye ko kiti kromo here ka assemblyman ka ho me ka ho they were the petition
is the member of
parliament petition the court listen
in his own government
me put two questions in parliament me buy am me be dream minister no floor wa anye me call court we have judge ka kire me o ka tell me say I don't have capacity to stop the project. Now maybe say judge ni say me line be say na say MP na samanfo ni nyansu no ma we provide water. Or say it should be taking the source. And it the source of drinking water for the community only capacity. MP na ya won wo krom ho, ya tutu wo krom ho, o course school wo krom ho, o wi school krom wo fi wo krom ho a me ko krom ho sense bi na me I don't have capacity. See a blasted rock now. Me fear no ho me messy no. It can affect the road. Obi an me can be an can say you compensate on where you feel fear near blasted rocks. I don't have capacity. So you see sir from the judge to the minerals commission.
No, from the minister I was signing concession no.
When you say
be honorable. Inti ade na obetna kra. No was signing concession without going to
when you say me petition water commission. Water commission pehini na gasa buy. And then when we didn't quite propose man, I said, what? Environmental protection agency, who gave this permit? So your system, no? Let us halt this. Yeah, let us overhaul the whole system. We strengthen 1 year. Forestry Commission, Minerals Commission.
Who should
there be honorable? Who should lead? That's a very relevant question, especially when minister assigning a idea. Who should lead the way? If the minister himself is as complicit as institutions, why the best of the problem? You are under your own government, oh. You are even struggling.
I'm talking about it because minister, no, Obenya report from Minerals Commission, Environmental Protection Agency.
Without going to the site.
Oh, the minister don't make site. You know, they don't go to site.
Unless the
minister and the deputy, no. Unless they are discreet, they don't. They rely on only technical eye. Only technical eye.
Chief director or technical eye. Chief director no
go. The report Obenya for Environmental Protection.
Galamsey conference as a meeting. Minister ni regional minister ni sector minister. I think we go for quietly.
Sir, you should stick to
that. It shows the duplicity. It is a
complex issue.
So is the minister determined to solve?
I don't want the situation. I need that fraud. Oh, my call be machine here. Some abeje. Not top journalists be a fraud. And I will my call be machines.
Top journalists.
Yes.
Top journalists.
Not top politician be a. Not top. You see, who name? I don't say you're complex. Everybody's involved. Who be your lawyer ni pehine pa cancel pa. No no for phone. Na judge anka nyesa. Anka me ya wo me problem. Judge to me yan kwa asam no show. Who say cancel? Say who be the asema. The other decide whether you have capacity to even. The same capacity crowd make the case in the court. That's why the case ended.
Into one file appeal bia.
Just sir, no.
The minister no so oye na juma because this is a job the minister should have done. Oye minister na juma man no den o kan e.
You catch me say me need capacity. I was shocked and I decided to say well.
Into so mo blast rocks no.
Yes, I know the injunction etos.
Okay.
Into me the injunction got to adwuma no so who say I'm an air struggle no. And omo be yi machines ni nyina akoi. But now ya Malcolm Lucy case in court and I don't know whether they will come back. Go back. Because you can't say injunction can say judge can say they should leave the site. Into you could shoot your pictures. Now me say sana case ni kura be ya and you achieve on contempt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because time of case move from if you and you could take pictures now me lawyer and so you ntwen. Now sanka you achieve on contempt. I say look the first day you call court judge you fool. You are destroying water. How can you do this? I feel the case now anymore. That is afraid me capacity.
Oh, Ghana.
Me capacity.
Ghana.
Capacity.
Oh, ni capacity.
Oh, so then council, how do you feel? The law is not protecting everybody.
Which na me fear. Who people on say? You blast people now.
My lawyer here no. Yes. Amendment to me status quo.
But we know within 5 minutes on set no mint case na say fully. Case I win you there. I say ya o ko
Any case we particularly generally about the law no. And they said the emrano cry more to deal with galamsey. Because we say initially we cry now Society Act 900 no say young
emrano there wo ho yen pese ye de emrano be ye adwuma.
There becomes a emrano start say ye adwuma. Who the case we court be take be 3 years and now 5 years. 5 years na nipa no cry mine dada.
No, something that you did injunction to so. They say honorable the owns or injunction to so. So it's about the willingness, okay? Is there a will? And I make us say so far, no, at least I've seen that I buy to an amount. Tianta Bachi. On says a mumu read and free sooner. Night so be entire Bachi, then na or my demoralized. It's Munta Bachi na young queen, okay? One day at a time. That's how I see because ya sa ya bet na akasasa so enkusiaga. Okay? So just give the you say mutual pictures here be then tomorrow you continue the next day just like front page you say 700 excavators but 700 no you say a door so I'm imagining how 700 excavators
exactly excavator 700 be your 1 hour crowd that will be the end of the
but so the thing is that as a society, let's give the government the necessary support because sooner you may I say water is life, okay? Intinyes will be person they are the way am. Let's support the government. Let's support the government.
So how can I say let's support the government? Now, in the case of an honorable member of parliament under his own regime, say or no crowd protect it, say or a member of government at least, and or supporting us say, Judge to make us say, oh, this one you don't have capacity. The court, how can court system, the law,
no, and
supported this aiding of the law to check galamsey?
Oh, also because that particular case maybe offset and maybe some honorable questions be not Matthias here, but at least say honorable say on your injunction. The judge gave an injunction. Okay. I say injunction. Say boy be seen. Beside honorable say omuntu, but he cannot tell say ABC or China. So at least the law has worked. The law has worked. And then almost honorable say we see the answer from how it's worked. The lawyer will know how to recraft the case and then start. Okay. Okay. All right.
But Doc, you can compare this Opio Parado as me work because I come back to Galamsey. I'll say and no into no muyi nefi Ashanti region because over the last 2-3 years, you take Papa no say there's no be any confusion or yen ejuma pepe obi am be complaining, national security has no complaint, minister for national security obi am complaining, but suddenly why did they not renew his contract? And then he's accusing say Delta Force for and a ban office. Yene national security minister acting national security coordinator and so no and no suma and call for and no more. Last week one of the MPP communicators they can say information they have been given. They say Papa anytime so I'm also on vacating the post so uncle until they send people to go and remove him. And almost use technical security word be
evacuate.
Evacuate was another way we say. The almost kept Francis Pokua no me and the debrief. What do you think?
Well, I think you know offense emra say be di emra so because you be no procedures any processes say be am will be appointment so say be onye ejuma na ne awama appointment no so no na obetimi a disappointed and so obetimi ayi na di na say ebia say yefa kwan paso a na say e catch me say obi a adwuma ya ma oyi emra na aso ebia yeyi wo afiri ho no a eno I don't say bia ayi bi beba but say koba na say bia o ma mfasa akwan pa no so na say to the extent say bia say Papa Nekas was Delta Force for
and this will be a parado
na allergy say if I say Delta Force for na omo ebeyi no free ayi no naturally say from one point of view no naturally say nkrofo na omo beyi no omo eyi no efiri ayi na bia omo ni tumi a omo ebeyi no
to friend regional police commander kram ye be
Emma complain so and I think say ebia ne ono so eka say bia omo nim say ayi because e nyina nim say say this vigilante groups yeah outlaw
exactly
so in the books but I don't know whether the activities actually say that also said obia DCOP obia di police I mean to that level say at a point now Greater Accra
Ashanti regional police commander
and then Greater
Accra so okay
so be to say that level now can say ebia vigilante groups in the EBE afiwa I think they need to go into it, investigate na. If I say Oman for
do you believe in the allegations so make it say we na ye galamsey issue nti o say on jiska o say maybe come bring 10,000 say on ji na konye di on look away
if you are na ka no from the beginning and make say the fight no mu say the we nyina dey aba na nia ama ye ntumi first ntumi address the problem say is the complicity of the officials president no no aye the commitment say na person me na e wo mpenifo bia wo say omo e be di sa ayi no omo na omo di oman no abro so e bia no because opinion say this op e first say retire na say ayi atumi abeka say e bia galamsey enti na omo e na for that one e na honorable eka bi say mafia papa bisu ono so ka say cartel e na cartel so e na say omo investment and they do everything to protect the investment so even at the peril of life they don't care, they will do everything until they can say more pump action machines we know those things are there. Economic issues there, people use various means so to protect illegal so I don't think say BB a bit me we can just maybe write it off say be allegation kekena so I don't because near so I'm say fight now you losing is because of some of these issues and that is what is happening.
Okay. What do you think about what you say?
Very interesting. Media and in America from the very beginning is if you occupy public office, how you conduct yourself. One a day outside public office.
Now MPP near branch
a greater Accra. I know a greater Accra.
Describing Papa ni say you're rogue. He's not rogue.
I know a greater Accra police commander. No a great Ashanti regional police commander. Do you know what powers that comes with? I won't say edu so no. Small boys small boys corporal munya corporal crowd. And no be china handcuff no. That is how the world is. Intino obi a ye ejuma on share chira. But you see it's very interesting. Me from day one from 2017, if you follow some of the issues I talk about now, because I said the way president has organized national security, about many problems. Because now we're national security minister, they were national security coordinator, and there is our national security minister at the office of the president. And yes, and there is our so many nomenclature within just the.
But so omunyina under minister no.
Yes, and then there's the National Security Council. Intinu. Within those ones are subsets. Who call national security is here Azugu or office B or Onusu or the boys or control. Obisu or the boys or control. We are a lawyer for a cock or we know what we are talking about. So under those circumstances, who say Obi minister when he came to take his final decision, he gave me the impression say he didn't know about it because see the due process was not followed. But acting national security coordinator said he was aware. Well,
also no kind of small.
Papa Nuzu see. You see, that is some of the problems. So, Papa Nuzu see, he was appointed by the president. Into an assembly see and offer president. And my president catch and say, "Oh, he should go and do his work." Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
So you see where the problems are. So who does he report to? When your appointment letter says that the president of the republic has appointed you this and this and this, your assumption is that you work at the behest of the president. Until he gets a letter from the president saying that he should vacate his post or he will not renew his contract. No, he is not prepared to go. And now there are interested parties. Those interested parties are not a cartel. He continues stay in office. Affect him. That is why we get this kind of reaction. But you see, Doc said something. What is the level of reaction? I wasn't there. Some of his narration raises a bit of a problem.
Yes.
One, I have a problem. I'm talking as a lawyer. Who now see mobile and handcuff you and phones. So how are you able to call for assistance?
Yeah.
He begs the question. All sorts of things. But if that is what happened, then we are in crisis. Because if you are in your office here, if they say MD say go, or Father Dixon say call, then I will see one call. There is a way to remove you.
Yeah.
They don't have to bring national security people with guns pointed at you, and to handcuff you and things like that. It's an indictment on us as a nation. Well, me can't say Ghana, maybe CCA, we take it for granted. This is one of your top cops. Deputy Commissioner of Police, or if you are called Commissioner of Police, possibly assistant IG, and then IG. So if we can treat him as a common criminal, simply because of your time is up, leave the office now, then it begs the question. I've always said that another indictment at Debia Maker. So if our former finance minister and governor of the bank cannot run the bank successfully as we want the public to believe, it's an indictment on us. So we should be careful how we go about it. We should be careful how, because this COP, China, I was serving parliament for 12 years. I year in the interest of this country. Some small misunderstanding into the attitude and the approach is like killing an ant with a sledgehammer. Say yes, na and I'm just saying that me Kandapa is my, I consider him as my friend. Yes, and say me na public accounts.
Yeah.
No, I was PAC Secretary General, and I'm a deputy ranking member. We travel together to do benchmarking in Nissan. So I know him very well as a gentleman. I was a bit worried. Say, if a gentleman as fine as Kandapa can pretend over this thing, then we have a huge problem. But as it is, on must start action. I am not satisfied more. But we hope, say, in the coming days, we will begin, say national security apparatus.
A proper structure.
A proper structure. No, yes, some overhauling. Wow, fixing people at the proper places in Myanmar and bringing proper expertise to bear. Now, you feel say Mrano, any state protect you.
Okay.
I mean nicely.
Okay.
And it doesn't belong. It doesn't matter. Say we NDC or MPP. We say, Bibi Bar. There's a professional way
to deal with it.
Yes.
Honorable I member also, but Mami read a message from Frances Rabna Esiam. No, say good morning, Vim lady. Now, it is not only politicians who chiefs. Omunyina ka ho na galamsey asemi enko opayado asemi nyina ba communities no who are heavily affected o call na no mkobon koma a chain of nkofo a omoye involved, including lawyers, journalists, bureaucrats, security personnel, any of Kenya. Or this is how, or say this is now a war against galamsey and the improper mining. Galamsey is an illegal activity, so tell the lawyers to revert to their fundamental LLB note.
Ghana cylinder.
Why you? Was it? Doesn't make a gem on it.
But Kajan is no soon. Oh, yeah, on Kaye.
Oh, yeah,
and I start here.
It's true. It's true. From NDC. I see. Minka James said you should revert your fundamental LLB notes and books to refresh their memory on illegal acts. To which Galamsey going to court is moot. The action is null and void, ab initio, and no court will entertain it. Also, legal reforms are needed to make Galamsey a capital offense, punishable by death. Ghanaians are dying, and deformed babies are being born because of greedy people. Or say Obatampa Francis I'm CEO Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing.
Kaja is on for legal tutorials. Now the okay in Nimrem.
Okay. Pacho Francis, almost say bra for illegal tutorials because the law no. Me no me yeah short hono. O say law na wo pochen de enye law papa. Unye nwie enti o sewa bra. Abrante ba ko say yes it's true pa say the obi send a message say mumfa critical issues mun and broadcast or radio soon come because there am I am being TV no any credit no I the best online ye film, but this is a major discussion and cause ye nyina no ye part of nkomoboya e koso ne nyina no ye de ho e ka ho abrantia ba kon so I say chiefs are part of me reading message with that and I was saying a day ababie was and catch lawyers because law no the fundamental issues no e wo honum and I will say if you want the control board na say you pay cano ye free machine ma the machine work but in fact it is when there is a problem that it won't work on the dashboard, so you can speak to it, you can spark it and load it.
It's not true. And yet we central processing unit, the machine will not even start. Ignition no it take command or no can won't say it was semi system. I know by having a fully automatic control system
okay.
I don't know we a control board nifima obey to start the systems need be near juma. But the current modern cars are you see we control board no man start no plan to communicate which is calm because there's no cable from the starter the key to the starter. A cable no from the key to the control board to command the starter to start. It is like when you control board now, who key now? Nothing. There will be no command. On no can those days cars now over to make control board now can and you know what I'm the king.
Okay.
Huh? One you know Emma Fork on so. First hydraulic. Unya ya na peja. The stem knob. What tap knob on the catch the control board and say leave the fluid. Now empeja you know. Into there's a communication. It's a central processing unit, complete central processing unit. We are machine point to start.
Okay.
Let alone you can operating it. No.
Okay. Now honorable Maminjo comment on this this Ethiopia Payado national security. It looks like more national security no come protecting you know. Or more there's confusion internal honorable structure and a system na be adwuma.
Mami if I make at times one. So what one okasama government and a party who a personal position
okay.
And a party and government position. My personal position is here the soldier and now police in national security coordinator is not the best. Well, national security, you know, all the security agencies and they are secondary one, it become retirement and they are pick them together. Into we here security aspects on your soldier, on your police, on your navy, on your or your expert. Francis Pokua, for instance. Oh yeah, security expert. We work for police and America crabbing where and we are about security and we are expert. Here my example will be police what the soldier no be national security coordinator. Near you and me be. Now me more DVLA as a test officer. My boss would be man we Joe who was then the CEO, the next in command, and I was serving him directly. Me one of me who say the phone a frame. Me pick na soldier ni me na kasa say why na kasa na me bo me di wo wan so di wo say bra bema camp me kwaya no na me boss e wo guard room adenti okaka won say wo fi DVL 37 won won say ni ye twa U10 bi ho wo do pen military zone na sa time no na military police fo na ejina ho e control traffic no e no twa U10 wrong U10 and ka normal circumstances say police in ejina ho a me mo papa ni din na ni bo na ni mapa obi a me bo ndin obi anim no obesa lotu no atwam he was thinking say
the same
obetuma yesa o chop na military police ni man and so stop hey yan ko be my camp you do what pa guard room o pehina ono no kitaka why traffic you know here no kra say your offense you decide here ye kan ya no nsem nyana at the end of the day ni honorable Josie was where the CEO arrangement at the end of the day, they handed him over to the police to be sent to court. That they will monitor. Into no colonel, so lieutenant, colonel, whoever, and they have a national security coordinator. And now all that is a few office. One few officer, and then the time and no cry, and you can't go for one straight to the guard room. It doesn't matter if you are the commander of what. But national security no and this say am na mo share Mubarak so am ya asema media for obi ehun no how the picture no camera no e da wo so you can't do things say yen ko handcuff whether it is say about handcuff na ono no colonel ne te wa for say stay loud as so ameni
okay
it need subordinate no one man instructions where this so there your handcuff for one sanka ameni ma hanka straight to guard room. It doesn't matter whether you are DCOP whatever you go there. It is our mentality, is still there. It is a young look at national security very well. That SWAT section, and so SWAT move the national security minister should sanction their movement.
They move, okay.
Because you told the SWAT, put national security in the bad picture.
For instance, in the case of Caleb, City FM journalist, as a national security statement on the Omokraka say a breach of procedural protocols.
National security minister, Honorable Kandapa Fafu, and of Fresh City FM CEO said, this is very serious. The next thing is to shoot him. Because when you make the material, because now spice.
Just mere
They say he could have been shot.
Okay.
He could have
no
reasonable person.
People like
Russia,
security
Pentagon.
media people are used as spies for industrial
Pentagon.
Yes, what was he facing at that time?
Let me take that because I want to make a point. Let me take it out. But the most important thing is for Pentagon. Nakojina strategic point to be say who film security.
The laws are different. Law near
lawyer, Marty. But the point is say now Sanka
taking Pentagon. Okay,
but now allow areas out to be a
yes, they will show you.
Yes, it's
I'm play as if say I'm called Pentagon. I've been to Pentagon.
You have been there, but anybody have a continental installation.
But he's saying it in context though.
Well, there are some areas in Pentagon you can't go there and take photos.
But there are areas you can take pictures.
Yes, but there's areas you can't take.
But there are areas who are better to make pictures.
Exactly.
Me person make actually on the ETS and then say Nanka national it will not even take the national security minister to call the CEO or the program officer with CCTV say Adia Abeni ya tonsa frame mu nipa ne say omra because your materials bi a ewo wo nchen a ye mpese be call out nti on famra menye ni says abayo no saka ni CEO and the next in command and the penny bi na friend catch ni hey
yenko ha
tracker num ye national security obeka say onko it is our style now here be pick abayo no field station one wrong it puts government in the bad picture
okay
internationally and next time your international media rating be ba no
oh yeah yes what ya tekra
because of this action unnecessarily.
The same thing applies to this EOP operation
because unnecessary. This EOP no Sanka letter now mo chire on mo da mo leke letter to the media
exactly
na about this EOP so onya commander biem ne messenger ko friend so na on because the account already mo say ya use ntu pa ya announce you to office where
okay so would you tell me some hand they could have handled it in a better way
me I can make letter to the media I make it media pronouncement I will brief the press to tell you say wo
you don't even need that.
Yes.
A statement changes at Ashanti Regional Security.
No, you're not about press.
Takes over from
this one.
On your the next day on office.
On one because obey embarrassed because of about to say.
Exactly. Now you go good handcuff. DCOP, Deputy Commissioner of Police. And then crown police first you can deputy commissioner. Yes. And then crown police now say commissioners na also.
Yes.
First no say DCOP. Now if the other commissioners need be 2 3 on the next of them below them hey deputy commissioners. So powerful. One pension it me for say entwe
okay.
Okay. Yeah, but we could have handled it better. Better. Even I thought say Sana Jodlo Honorable Judge Lucasi, if you are fair president, we don't know how true that is because I'll be surprised to say.
On one kind.
What about fair president? Not president. And consult to national security minister.
President catch and say on train. Now or conference aba. Until he should stay at his on train, not on conference.
Sasem, I mean president. Kaka will be here. Sir, we are deputy minister. Now call report to as my president until he talks to your minister. Young got maybe I know again and then Onya post it is the minister that I've asked you to deputize. It will be he want to deal with the minister. So one can't say should be at post and wait for him.
Okay.
Yeah, can say yeah you can any answer honorable address Safo out Safo. I could terminate will be appointment. The powers that be, the order from above, and now out, we are changing.
The powers that be the force of just a form
change. Me kind of. No question. Say government appointee. Me a minister, me a government appointee. Judge Low, a coordinator, school feeding, or a government appointee. Me as a minister, without consulting and writing to the chief of staff. To seek the clearance from chief of staff, I can't serve Judge Low. We are all appointed by the president. As soon as I say, me a minister. Now, chief of staff would a civil servant. You can't easily dismiss them like that. As I said, my appointing me PAB, Obi at the IGF being a Trianica or misconducting, you go home. But Obia or yet appointee from the government, a chief of staff and appointing. It is how be dismissing now. You write to chief of staff seeking approval. No one justify why the person should be dismissed.
Okay. To
the chief of staff.
Okay.
Then the chief of staff will give you the approval to go on.
Okay, I understand that in this case, one consult chief of staff.
I don't know.
Case of
so consult chief of staff and
information
yes.
One consulting chief of
you
staff.
You can't dismiss such a person without consulting chief of staff.
Okay. Then you know the politics of the system. But because your time now, so running up, Honorable Judge Low, final comment on this issue now. Any all the issues that you can have.
Well, media, I can say, I'll start from the Electoral Commission. Ghana. Your reputation, and I say, Yajidi, say Africa had the Anka, even internationally, who come elections are. And Ghana, let me yes, a successful election. 2020, no. This is Senator Dr. Chambers. It's our indictment on us as a people. Say, Nipa by 8 as a 7. Because of election and election-related issues. So that say NC Sada Biomdano. Electoral Commission in Shani Postry. Now on yenye jumana obiamba to the table. Now yemfa proposals into dra. Nyina engine tum say and I say na say yeah. Secondly no. Media can say we need a deeper understanding of how our national security structure should be. Yes and I blame game no doso. And as much as possible I say you say national security e bi na menu anaka no a professional theft. Say party boys na why wadwin say we dey go good national security ma omo nko GTT. Nobody is saying almost we Ghana for anambua. But let them go and acquire the appropriate training. Say na be ya sa nyama ya ICCC no NC. Galamsey dear me say ye nyina say den yen can boom near but you hear leadership. Now leadership, they should think outside the box. Patapa and solve problem because yeah patapa Galamsey 1, Galamsey 2, Galamsey 3, Galamsey 4. Maybe I jina. Now problem a threat saying near no. It is not a Ghana problem. I because say Ghana phone quiet you I bet me solve that problem. International dimensions be we stand the risk of a destabilization of the country. Say I handle Galamsey ye. Into no, you best buy pass preferential treatment near the foreigners now. Will be by Galamsey say China I see you. You can go loan be into the Enjano. Aisha one Nissan. We should take a back step and decide say for the last time we are committed to eradicating.
Okay.
Say loss no bet tinker with our loss to solve the problem.
Okay. Council, Pastor Manager, your final comment on issues. No?
Yeah, so I mentioned since we final one national security, you know. Yes, a president say, we say Europe Kandapa take some initial actions. The president said, only commission of inquiry into this national security abuses because amount be brave our national security, so that the people will come. Let's take evidence from them, like I also West Wogon commission report style. So that be your democracy be conquer because just saying say Honorable Kandapa say he's reversed the appointment of the Lieutenant Colonel Adjuma, right? On Sanko Bema camp. No more investigations in the Ekan the police will return. No, but so far no. Azugua or the national security precincts on Uremu are left. Azugu no yewine. DSP Azugu. That's the head of the SWAT. Nyambra se mudi that time. Oda ho Urawa on the left side. And san wako ECC emergency command center on the right side. No. Didn't me massa ni me consultant as president. Let's go into it. I also West Wagon Commission report. Yes. Abayin place to say they would ask that the command structure be looked at again. But because police SWAT team, they are still there. National security intelligence organization. omo didn't say they look at the threats, they analyze intelligence name, so that say obi di boni in the process of it now. Now
appropriate.
Yes, what they are BNI. Inti yanka say BNI eka National Security. See omo National Investigation Bureau. They are responsible for investigations. Inti the core national security no, omo intelligence officers. Okay, into operatives here, yedi omo ba zugumu omo be nam ho no, it's unlawful. So unlawful you if you have any issues whilst analyzing intelligence, then you call your internal agency BNI. Okay, then BNI will take over. But not police here. Odi omo say they should come and brutalize. Now the party foot soldiers are come as thugs. No, you intimidate your threat president. So I can say a report within 3 days.
Yeah.
Until after that, on your commission of inquiry into this, so that we can get to the bottom of this matter. Okay, that's the way I see it.
Doc.
All right, that's it. Me shall say, electoral reforms. No.
Okay.
Say the can electoral commission. I will say jumano, kasano, yes, some introspection. Okay, about engagement with the NDC. From the period before the election and the election, never be a course. Nina a count, and I'm saying NDC for raising issues. Now those issues now NDC are raising, I think they should not just write them off. They should look at it and also try to maybe behind the scene talk to the NDC leadership, talk to other stakeholders. Yeah, because without a lawyer, was a electoral commission. I pakono into me without NDC because NDC be contest election. It will be better say if I say I'm or mine say NDC, MPP and the other parties be participating in IPAC activities. Now consensus be on me build be an name me say nyina na agya tum because e say be easy nkwa na be omako resurrect some flower by night parties be na be o take certain decisions na party because virtually say establish a two-party system is institutionalized. We share, so we cannot do away with the NDC. See those concerns, let me say we need the NDC back on board at IPAC and then NDC will come based on dialogue now stakeholders, including the EC and also even the new patriotic party. Reforms na about the galamsey I did here, president hanya de the two line, but for about 4 years let me say young bibia I say first a fight about to me so still fight let me say capacity form and a capacity never form because of the internal participation of the same microphone I was saying president na fight when I say to me deal with other issues said the international dimensions doing I don't think it's a state as a Ghanaian state, we do not have what it takes to be able to address this issue. Say committed, say fight, I think we'll be able to achieve that. So that commitment now, President Eka, let me say the other appointees now or the share I think they should be able to do that. And the party people too. Because near equity, it is going to give the bad name to the same and say more corners someone a year, then just opposition for them almost they also pick on it. People will look at what is happening. Yeah, they are shamonsa, it be 8 years, in whom be a year. So let me say that and the last one about national security. For me, that security national security says some is say be some raise personnel and that kind of thing. I don't think it's for me. And necessary because I don't mean BNI military mean near police want to mean and we moon a bit me a baby. Until that yes illegality they should disband it. Okay. So constitution will share national security meaning who be say raise this type of so those azugune for me should deal with.
National security I say underground investigation team and as a group be and say alert government na government and council kind through the processes and other institutions to me in them who will take action. International security no crowd will be do me crowd or twice and once I could be who say we national security
yeah
na eyi koso na say ye chia na gota mo friend gota na
Gota
na body ha no wa man say oh national security papa yo koi o chia oh national security o na friend say bi koso we national intelligence what say me kasa na mat say national security ni bi abayi na so abi chia ne gota body ha no me wa say bi ameka somebody money be I'll be careful. Me say I'm me sad we shots. Partisan.
Yeah, it started in 2010, 2012. I was NDC Abreso now.
Yes, it transits through all the regimes. You know, into young shady and chiase. So when you can say more na me so sana
you can
into better me so I was say me retract na me kokwa me fa me defend the party but you can holistically say sadly
Gota came into the system.
Yes,
I see Gota obi cross the message say omo ko chop back Gota no mo dey check now
when him say you what parliament MPs ni went ahead to tell me I'm a driver na me ko say man kwadi Gota ni bi ama MPs ni bi kwa kwadi bi ma mo driver MP driver Siana go to be born.
When him confession, I left mine at home as a home phone. Gota. Yeah. So really, Gota known as.
But Gota, the name was a security phone. The then I fed your mama when you mudi.
And I said, yeah, I'm introducing a mudi.
We see how it works.
But I agree with him 100%. This attitude of even national security coordinators in Myanmar talking.
When him say,
I don't remember Sir Francis Pokua Kasai. Until the day I know Totobi Kwachi, yes.
When he was national security coordinator.
Until today,
he never talks
Captain Chikata all his life.
You will hear him on radio. So
when him say you to me some national security ni ba constituency. Say o may investigation be no fa report be mra ban na ban who next step to take. Na wa fa phone no afro. Say me national security wo. Ya so me say me adwuma wo constituency. You be to me share. Me share for them.
Baby obeda ni.
Near when information when na fa ko ba ma ne. Na me share I will influence
your influence.
Yes. You see, Sanama when you know say yes.
Near me, ya ma on petrol nyina.
Enti me ayesere no afei electoral commission mesre se NDC foni ama wo ye nyina protest. Now your institution no be protest ya. Utie no no soften with grounds. No meeting halfway. Near NDC for you want to mean you see as that. Na me catch I pack and we come. It's a protest. Enti wo protest no electoral commission in tie. Me wonder the last time I meet the electoral commission na Okasa no. I say they are ready to soften their stance.
Okay.
They should do that.
Okay.
Young MP for and abandon the are ready say. Saba Ghana yen e power yen e be affect here. Until we are ready to meet the NDC halfway.
Okay,
But also just say we are going to allow ourselves for them to dictate to us. Yen na atina wo kan say Dr. Frejan pension. We kakakra at the midway no share. Then we move on. The time electoral commission be breaking no, then na yen democracy no so.
Be breaking. It's true. Ya fa say that man penifo yin so mbo aye me dey discussion no ebre mu fact ne metumi dem say mbo aka say it's been a fantastic discussion. Adwen cheche aye nyina ya to aye dey si ha no. Se penifo e hwe o man yi so Tutu Galamsey ne said the elections once wom de be ye adwuma de anka Ghana e be ku yanim papa how bia emma emu ya fa say that we experienced politicians. We are very experienced politicians. And crown communicators no mba to the we man bro so but mummy enu ne de we are very experienced politicians. Inti edamase. Sa omo bibi di. Aye ono boy ye pay my mpon na we de o de nkomo yi o de abahasa antu de ye mpon tu de fa book no media ebusafa fa se da kese ma ono boy ye pay my introduce my man no on kwa obe tete me ono boy ye pay ye kani mrahye bedwani wo aye nso anu about 10% no so se oni ho no ba no oye
anya we udi bia asa no aye kan ye tete that's immediate pass nansia na me lose
na obe san ba bio
and me
say bia lose mo ma san ba
me this idea just look where so am
ayarga lose mo ayarga san ba enti ono boy ye pay aye nso anu nti ayi so ano o mpese mo sande ne ba na ma sande na ba na chese transport committee no akoye adwuma ma ye fa seda kese ma Dr. Abdul Jalilu Ateku ye senior lecturer political science department University of Ghana Legon and so abranya my perspective in political science they said the electoral commission electoral reforms the processes in etie sanso na lawyer penipa human right lawyer kan otumi ko Supreme Court because lawyers ni obi an etumi ko Supreme Court udu Supreme Court now to me ko enye so do Supreme Court go to me win case or that means you have arrived as a lawyer lawyer Matupebu me see one
can say you judges no papa chief justice kwesi ni ebu amuna omo omo pa na omama say yes ampa imra no ne wo kan abawo
true but say lawyers who make good arguments before the law and a judges to say we dey emu da ho eno kwa in your case nti na me bo waba so no the court can decide that you free the yenim dada no ho say you ma bail in some offenses na ya set a new paradigm and enye better cross lawyer ni be sua law no pa what me argue the case before Supreme Court judges so enye better won be how am prove answer nanti Ramati Pebu ya dase say we the Ghana law no akọ anim you have made history oh yeah I am in our friend
from faculty to
Olenu do deserve title Olenu JJSC o deserve it say o ya kakakra no wadu dateba no level no na so o le Yakopon e ben kra cause do Olenu dey across the line no some say fast that kese former MP honorable George Low yes so regional vice chairperson ma NDC ebusafo ya shada ndam asepa say mo so follow YouTube and Facebook ni anma joining critical issues free and publicity ne me recommend me ni abema o chame kwa me book no love lockdown e dey amount now so wait me every day especially mo anem mo ya 2 days 3 days na mo ja wa 6 months mo ja wa ye ma mi DOP edi de mepe ba kwa ma no na ono so amegyina me ka 5 years o beja nyesa waso be ye hyepa ye fa me vimle de Afia Pokua aseda e ye o de ase o hwe aseda kese nkoma Dr. Father Dixon se na daroma ye de adwuma nyina ebro any production team no enyina eda masama mu nyina mu ene hwe